All right. Let's see where we're at here. Boom. Okay. All right. How am I coming through? Oh, music's too loud for you. Hold on. Let me jack that down just a little bit. All right. How's Mike sounding? Looks like it's peaking a little bit. Okay, we're having some duplicate there too. Sorry guys, didn't mean to make your ears bleed. La 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 la. Crisp. Ooh. Ooh. Hex, good to see ya. Got a little, cyberpunk DM situation going on here with the designs today. So, that's what's going on. All right. I'm just waiting for cams to be ready for everybody. And then we're gonna get into things. I've got some surprises tonight. I think will be a lot of fun. Also, hope that I'm prepared for them. Because no matter how much you prepare, the party's always going to send you down a path that you are not expecting. So we'll have to deal with that. I think everything's ready to go. We're just waiting on cameras from the party members, and so I'll just sit here and chit chat with you guys. Don't forget tonight, whenever you sub, if it's it doesn't matter if it's a resub or prime sub, any kind of sub, or your gift subs, that those count towards points that the party can use to roll advantage on things with and have other things happen whenever they amass certain amounts. So, and we'll go over those as they pop up. But yeah, so if I don't have any sound alerts or any kind of like you'll get a chat alert. That's about it. But if you are subbing or resubbing and you're like, well, I'll just wait till lunch is where he can acknowledge it or whatever, that's great. It's fine. We'll take it. But you are also helping out the characters whenever you do that while we're live. So something to keep in mind. Oh, there's Teague. Looks like Coraline dropped off for a second. Looks like there might be some technical difficulties. So we're just gonna finish drinking our beer. I got what is this? Weinstefaner, which is a German beer, I believe. Very Vitus. It's a Weizenbach. I'm not sure. I think it's the first time I've ever had anything like that. It's kind of a somewhere in between, like Franziskaner, if you've had it, like a wheat beer, and a Shinerbach. It's kind of like the point of reference that I've got. So, Hex, you said that I'm coming in good. You said crisp, but I don't know if that actually means good or not. Uh-oh, we lost Teague. Looks like maybe there's been some restart going on. I am on mobile, and it is showing that I'm like buffering quite a bit. So if you guys run into that issue, please let me know. Uh-oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, cool. Yeah, difficulties going on right now, so just bear with us. We'll be getting things started in just a minute. That's fine. I like to stall as much as possible anyway, because I get DM's nerves, and if you're a DM and I don't know if everybody gets this, but I get really nervous right before a game. Even if it's like a mundane like shopping session or something, you know what I mean? I don't get like, and sometimes it'll go away, and then 30 minutes right before game, I'm like, it's just like, I didn't like playing sports in high school, but I did play them. And it was like that same feeling. Like I'm getting ready to go play a game that, you know, there's some stakes tied to it, you know, not just with your, like how people are going to treat you on Monday morning. Because if you lost, you know, and let's say you lost 2 in a row, you went on a Monday morning and you were on the team, you would get a lot of flack. A lot of people who didn't play sports and didn't care about it, they didn't respect it at all, which, you know, whatever, why do they need to? It's still like they would like use it as a way to tease you and stuff, like, oh yeah, you guys suck. Oh, okay, well, I'm just representing the school and all that, but whatever, no big deal. School spirit, yay. But it is what it is. So, but anywho, all right, just checking my notes, getting everything ready to go. Got like this hair right on the edge of my, it's right there. I can't grab it. Yeah, you better be worried, Tiggs. You better be worried. You better be worried. I'm just kidding. There's no worries. No worries. Zero worries at all. No worries to be had. Oh, there's Inra. Inra's ready to go. Inra's ready to kick some ass. Smoke some grass. Wait. Don't do drugs, kids. I mean, wait. It might be legal where you're at. It's fine. Did you? I think Teak heard me. Oh. Okay. Looks like, oh, there we go. We got the full squad. Well, Inra, I see you. Hello. Were you waving at me or are you waving at Coraline? Oh, Coraline's muted. Trying to make sure everything's good. Players, if you're listening to me, raise your hand if you're ready to go. Well, Sphere just took his earphones out. Scooted away. So there we go. It's all right. Hey, Matt Crossheart. What's up? Oh my god, it's a lunch. I know, an evening. Oh, Teague's ready. Teague's ready. I forgot there's a delay. My bad. Okay, we're just about to get underway here, Matthew. How you doing? Been a while. I know. I stream super early for most people, but Friday nights is going to be D&D night for the foreseeable future. B word? B word? What word is that? What word would this be? Buster? Is that what you're trying to prepare? Oh no. But whoa, hey, easy now. This is a MA17 rated stream. Hold on, wait. Do I have my, hold on. Wait, let me go over here real quick. Where is it? That's the one right there. Rated T for trash. Anywho, it looks like the group is ready to go. So, I'm gonna get things going. If this is your first time watching a D&D stream, it is non-interactive, so I won't be able to talk to you. I don't have stream up. I don't have like chat going. There's some automated events that will pop up, things that you do, like if you currently just subs works towards giving the group, the party that's about to play, some advantages if they decide to take it. It's an accumulative thing that kind of adds up over time. So there are no sounds, there are no notifications going on, but I will see that in the activity feed, so I will add that manually. But those things get added to a pool of points that they get to use during the game. So you're fine, Matthew. It's fine. It's okay. It's nighttime. It's Friday, and I'm sure you're having some whiskey. All right. Yeah. I decided to go with beer because I need to keep some of my my wits about me. And I drank mead last time, and it went a little harder than I thought. That's what she said. Okay, with that, I think we're going to jump into the chat. Well, actually, you know what? Let's introduce our team, and then we'll get into the game. Sounds good? Sounds good. Sit back, relax, enjoy. We'll talk to you in a minute. Hey. Oh wait, I'm not I'm not deafened or undeafened. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me, but I can't hear you. Oh no, we're broken right off the bat. Sounds great. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Hold on a second. Let me go to my settings real quick. Give me a minute. I did have to restart with Windows. Let's see. Okay, I got headphones. I can hear you now. I can hear you. I can hear you now. Say something. God damn it. Okay. So it's not capturing you guys. So let's go through the motions here. Sorry, because of course, why would this work right off the bat? Let's do. What about browser? Let's go this way.
It's a broken day.
Oh, say it again?
It is.
It's a broken day?
We're good. All right, we're solid.
That was the magic words. I fixed it, I guess.
It's a broken day.
I did it.
You did it.
Day.
Magic.
Dude, you should work IT. Because every customer, it's a broken day. And oh, well, shit.
No, I guess it works now.
Your shit's broken. It works. The world just wants to make me a liar. Like,
oh no.
All right, well, you get a promotion.
What?
Oh, now we're good. Now we're good. Okay. Well, the map wasn't showing up, so I was like worried that wasn't going to be. I was like, oh, we're going to just have like a totally broken stream today. It's fine. No big deal. Not like
Can you hear
surprises.
Teague?
I cannot hear Teague.
Teague.
You son of a bitch. I know that you're
Sorry.
joking with me.
Yeah, I know.
I can
Can
tell.
you hear me okay?
I can read your lips. You know that, right?
that's so fucked up. Because I was worried about it. I was like, wait, why can't I?
Why can't I hear his words from his mouth? Why is his mouth all broken?
I'm eating the last bite of my burger, and I was trying not to like.
Well, I was trying to stall to give
microphone.
you enough time to eat. I don't want you to feel like you've got to like, you know, if we need to pad a little bit of time, it's fine. I don't want you guys like rushing to like, and because I don't eat before because I'll get sick. Like I get like
Stressed?
weird. Yeah, I get super stressed out. DMing. So
Wow.
I was talking
I
about
just
it.
ate a lot.
Oh yeah, good. I can't wait to make you puke. Good. Perfect.
Okay.
Some people can't handle. Oh my god, I've got one of my hairs that it's like somehow attached and melded itself onto my freaking thing here, and I gotta get rid of it. Okay, oh thank god, it's gone. It was poking me in the eye and it hurt. I don't like it.
Panic attack. Yeah.
I can't fully DM with all my facilities. Well, I've got
Dude,
hair
so I was
poking
telling a lot of people about the D&D games today.
I know you were because I have had some people follow me.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, are you a DM?" Like, okay, that's a joke. That's a joke, right?
Wait, what?
I can't. They're like, "Are you the DM?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
No.
it's funny. No, I mean, hey, by the time you're done here, you'll be fine. You'll be good to go.
That's what?
Totally work.
That's concerning. Am I dead?
Oh, you're not dead. No,
Yeah.
not yet. I'm just saying, you know, we've got to skip a week or whatever and take over. It's fine. Oh my god.
I'll be Mirda and Enra.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No. That's
Menra.
Well, I guess we'll
Medra.
find out how that goes tonight.
Medra.
Medra? Menra?
Wait, can I just can I
Yes.
just ask you
Menra.
Yes.
something?
Yes, let's get questions out of the way first. Let's go.
Do we have a guest?
Do we have a guest?
I'm so stressed about
Like,
it.
do we
Right,
have
like tonight?
a guest?
Yeah.
The
Like,
answer
is
is
someone?
Is someone invading?
Why would you guys like ruin your surprises? Why would you want that?
I'm
There may or may
so
not
concerned.
be someone who joins. There may or may not be multiple people who join. And the answer to that question lies within you, the players, because
oh God,
it
we have to
depends.
unlock it.
It depends. These are
Bullshit
unlocks.
answer.
That's right. I can't tell you whether or not they will show up or not tonight. All I can tell you is that the last 30
another
minutes
question. Just
may be spicy.
will they
What?
join this Discord chat? Is my question.
If they have been reached out to and have confirmed a potential, then I have added them to the Discord chat, yes. But if you go and start asking questions of them or trying to talk to them or whatever,
I don't know who they are. I don't know who I'm
hurt
gonna
you
meet.
so
I don't know
bad.
who-
You're gonna get hurt in a purely
way.
fictional D&D manner, not in real life. That is not a threat. I will emotionally damage you.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's already there.
You didn't say you can't damage anymore.
But why would that worry you, Mirda? Why would you be so scared and angry and throw
I'm
uppy?
scared because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want
What?
to kill the one person that joins for a day and everyone will be mad at me. They're like, "Oh, well, good job, Mirda. You
Well, I guess
killed
so.
the new guy or
Just-
girl."
Have to be careful.
Honestly,
about-
honestly, you already killed them. You pushed them off the ship. That was good.
I
So
yeeted them off the
about
boat.
that,
It was their kid,
It was-
actually,
it was
and they're coming back for vengeance.
it's a vengeance story, really, if you think about it. It's no longer your game. It's
Yeah.
Oh.
We're not going on an adventure. We're just trying to survive.
yeah, you're just trying to survive the night. That's what you're doing.
Welcome to The Last of Us 3.
Oh my
Their
god.
widow boards the ship.
Oh my god. It's great. It gives me better ideas though for later. So thank you for those. I'll be jotting those down in my back of my brain.
Well, whoops.
Okay, well before we get going, does anybody have any like other questions that pertain to the game or things you want to get out of the way first? Or to recap?
My 3-day might be a little bit different, but not
It's fine.
hugely
Okay.
different.
If that changes, let me know because I was gonna do like a little bit of a kind of a. Well, I'll just go through. So how about this? I'll just go through. That's what we'll do. We'll recap real quick, and then we'll have you guys go through what you're doing on your days.
Okay.
And then we'll move forward from there. Sound good?
Sound good?
Cool. Also, I do have I would like to have a hard end time tonight of 9 for my time, which will be midnight your time, I think.
Right.
So-
Mary, you have something early tomorrow, right?
I want to make sure that we're keeping track of people's times and stuff. So
I am okay with that.
cool. All right.
I mean,
So
Ollie does too. You have to get up earlier than I do.
yeah, I don't.
No, I don't. No, that's Sunday.
Oh,
Ugh,
yeah, never mind.
that 5 a.m. Sunday service
That's
for the
actually
Lord.
done.
All right,
No, it's not service. It's a photo shoot.
or that. Even
Sunrise
better.
photo
You gotta
shoot.
get that 5 a.m. Sunrise hour, right? I get you.
Tomorrow
Okay,
is-
I'm gonna be real with you. These cloak thingies do not work well with
Drinks?
with arm the little arm rests.
Armrest.
Like I keep
yeah.
getting stuck on
Oh.
it. So like if you see me
That's
like
interesting.
stutter about something and like oh shit, what's going on? It's because I got caught over here. I need to.
That's
need to
interesting.
adjust this.
I would never think of that. Wow.
It's a problem.
Happens to me all the time.
It's a big deal. Why wizard chairs don't have armrests? You know.
How do you wear cloaks?
not a cloak, my like bathrobe. The sleeve hangs down, and I
Oh man.
went like 3 months just wearing robes around the house because I didn't have to.
Coraline was getting into character for
Yeah,
Myrna and wanted to
just
go
wearing
out
robes.
3 months
see how it
of
felt.
mental prepping.
Okay, let's get going. So you broke out of prison. You were on a sky ship, first of its kind, or that you've seen. You ran into, it turned out to be Scully, which was Inra's first mate. Inra has been removed of his rank in the Hoblock's navy, as it were. And you guys are on the run, basically, for... or assuming that you were involved in some way with potentially an assassination attempt on the King of Hoblock. You took to the sky, and you had a few days where you were making your way to a town called Asgalen, which was recently destroyed by a large citywide fire. Causes unknown. Some of the city has been started to be rebuilt, and there seems to be an outpost there that Benra, which is Inra's father, who is thought to have been dead, who helped with the breakout, shows up and has kind of helped mitigate all of the things that are going into getting them out of the continent of Hoke and taken to Darkbrag. They have to make a pit stop into Asgalen. During their time on the ship, they have had some time to discover some things. There were a few stowaways or folks who are also trying to get passage to Darkbrag, but that just happened to be people that you know. And information has been exchanged, and you're kind of in the middle of this flight. So we're going to merge that with this, as you are flying into Asgalen, but during those, we'll say 3 days. There was a 3-day stint from when you left between the last game and where we're at right now. You have 3 days. What do you do on the ship with that time? Start with Myrda.
All right, I got this. If you can recall, during our last session, I had given Gulch a book to sort of decipher, and I would like to gain as much knowledge as possible from that text. And I'd really like to get to know more about how Sarah feels about the union of the Druidic tribes. And I'd like to try and plan a course of action as a group for how we'd like to approach the next leg of our trip.
Good. We'll go with Gulch. Myrda has tried to enlist you into getting info on the book that resembles closely the book that you happen to have, and trying to have you decipher it. Go ahead. What do you do with your 3 days?
My 3 days are going to be spent huddled in a corner somewhere with Myrda, looking through the books as much as possible. If I'm not in the books, like I'll be Gulch will be in the mess, helping out with meals, trying to be useful, learn some new skills that he may not have really had before, and being fascinated by the Minotaur, try to learn as much about being in the sky or being on a boat as possible.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
And I'm gonna wrap like what each of you gleaned from these things when we wrap up. But Inra, what is your? You said it might be
I
different,
mostly caught up with my dad on like what happened with, like when my mom died. hear his stories and like hopefully gain some sort of like new knowledge about the seas. Something that, because he spent so long on it, there's got to be something that I could pick up.
Sure.
Also discussed with Scully about about how he's captain on the ship and kind of accepted that and how I support him in that and such. The only new thing is I taught like a sea shanty to the crew to sing.
Okay.
I guess air shanty, I suppose.
A sky shanty.
A sky shanty. And yeah,
Scanty.
A ballad of the clouds.
Scanty. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's all.
Excellent. Great. Okay, so it's very good uses of time. So do I want to make you roll for this? No, let's just not. Let's just do this. Okay, so Mirda and Gulch, you try as hard as you can, combining both of your knowledge of language and art, the depictions of what may be constituting, some of the text in these books. All that you can determine is that you can get about every fifth word, and it's a different word in one book versus the other. Maybe because it was a copy of the same book and you're just not able to legibly translate from one book to the next. You can read this word because it's the way it's written, but in this book, it's a little older, it's smudged, it's smeared. It's got some issues with it, and you can't quite make out the translation. Maybe the word looks a little bit longer, so maybe you're not 100% sure that word is the same in these two books. And when you put them together, either way, like when you're trying to decipher one book versus the other separately or together, you can't seem to make out the code that it's written in. It seems to be written in a mixture of Draconic and Infernal, with some drawings, some symbols that represent musical notes, and it seems to be written in some sort of lyrical code. There's also a handful of pages towards the end that are written in a different hand, a different script. It's completely different. The ink even seems different. It seems newer. It is in both books, and it is complete in both books. It's the only part of the book that seems to be like, that you're able to read like in a line, and it seems coherent. But it looks completely different than the others. It looks like unlike any language you've ever seen or known about. Mirda, at first you think maybe it's some sort of ancient druidic, and then you realize that the symbols are just not lining up with the way that a druid would write these. Gulch, you even kind of take a stab at maybe these are some form of thieves' cant decoders, scripts that are passed down to between like guilds, if they have dealings with each other. But you can't make heads or tails of it. It seems just too advanced for what you are trying to accomplish in your knowledge, and it looks unlike anything you've ever come across in your days at the library and the time that you've spent in any book. So not much is gleaned out of it. You do decipher a handful of the pages, as they are written fairly clearly, and they don't seem to follow the same kind of rules, and you're hoping that maybe those pages or the code or the key, they're the key to unlocking everything. So you kind of maybe have used that as the deciphering mechanism, which could be for good or bad. But in both books, you notice that there is a particular a few pages, and they seem to be like maybe songs. One is written in Infernal, one is written in Draconic, and they seem to be like ballads of a far off place. Seems to be made up, maybe like of a fairy tale. Maybe this person was trying to create a fairy tale or something. Something about a tavern in a cavern, and also the one Infernal is something about the mists took them and whoever the them is, and it's basically talking about how they had to fight through the weather, and so it seems to be like some sort of a kind of, you know, if this does seem to be written by a bard named Tor, but so maybe this is a bard's notebook, a ledger, but it is bound as such as something to be meant to be like printed and sold. So you also recognize that the binding is made from a combination of leather, snake skin, and some sort of hide that you're unfamiliar with. But it definitely is they're very well crafted, and they're put together really well, and as old as the one that you have, Gulch, is, and like for the words being kind of like rubbed out, it seems to hold up very, very well. You do notice that the locking mechanism that was kind of like on it seems a little bit off, and I'll say that you kind of, it seems that someone else may have placed it on there. Maybe not it doesn't seem to match like how the book was bound. So Gulch, you have learned 3 recipes, mostly soup bases, from Scully, because there's a lot of soup that goes on the high seas, because you use what you got. And they are, one's a chowder, one is a stew, and one is a broth based, and it's basically just a form of like recycling everything that you used the day before. So these 3 soups can be made in succession 3 days in a row and served, and then watered down if you have a large group of people. And I'm going to say that gains you the ability to make these items once a week if you have this, if you have the necessary items. They'll hold for a week. You can make about 5 of one of them. And I'll say that will give you the equivalent of a, 3 of them. You can make 3 of them, and I'll give you the equivalent of a short rest if you use it within that week. But you have to wait an entire week before you can start making it again. Mirda, you have the information from the books that I just talked about. You spoke with Sarah. Sarah has kind of calmed down from her little episode of being near the Hellstone that seemed to be not quite so secured, and it was very stinky and causing a lot of hallucinations and a lot of fast speech. She seemed to be kind of being affected by this with her small body, like not being used to something like this. This is actually not a substance you've been around, and it does not make you're very unfamiliar with it. Being in tune with nature, you're more in tune with the land and the trees and, you know, flowers and the bees and the, you know what I mean? So not so much something that is hewn from the rock. So you may understand where it comes from, but it's not something that you're familiar with. But in as she's come down, you've had a few nights like where you've talked to her and you've kind of said, you know, like asked her feelings on it, and Sarah has discussed with you at length how she doesn't care much for the sisterhood simply because they have been so in opposition to the druidic way of life and the disrespect that they've provided or shown towards the world tree. And so she doesn't particularly trust them 100% yet, but she understands the goal here, and she thinks and really believes in you, that you are the piece of the puzzle that is needed in order to bring peace between them and usher in a new age of basically the World Tree and the Great Serpent working together. She also in your discussions, like, kind of notices that you are dressed in a different garb because it's ceremonial and it is acting as a protective, and a symbol, obviously, for who you are as the matriarch of both now, and you must wear this in order to present yourself this way. But it takes note of your blade that is given to you that is in the shape of a crescent moon. And she keeps commenting on it about how, like, sometimes when the light hits it just right, it seems to glow. And especially at night. That is the information that you get. Inra, you have discussion with your father. Your father kind of explains what he knows. What do you want to know specifically? I'll let you kind of ask if there's something specific that you're looking to gain from this. You said something about your mom, but
well, specifically, I want to know what did he? Not really my mom. We kind of went over that last episode.
Okay.
But like, what did he do after mom died? Like, what was he doing? Like, why wasn't he?
The main reason that this tortures him so is that he wasn't there for you guys when it happened, and he wasn't able to come home when she passed. So that left you to deal with all of the funeral arrangements and whatnot, and taking care of where to live and where to stay. And maybe you had some money, maybe you didn't. Who knows what you did on the streets to get the money to survive until he came back. And when he came back, obviously you were a different person. He went to pay his respects to your mother. You do remember that. And then he seemed to drink quite a bit to forget. You could tell that it was bothering him. And the last thing you know that you remember is him paying where you were staying. He paid for up to a year of out of his funds for you to stay there, and kind of left a note. Didn't say goodbye, just left a note. And he said that it was the hardest thing that he had to do, but he couldn't stay in that house, and it was very difficult for him to look at you because you obviously take care after your mother. And so every time he looked at you, it was pain just shooting through his heart, and that he knew who he was on the high seas. He knew who he was in the Navy. He knew who he was when he was out there on the ocean. And those are the words that stuck with you and may or may not have been what caused you to do what you did with your life. And he, kind of explains to you that, he knows he can't make amends. He knows that he can't take that past back, but that he's glad to see the person that you are, and the sea is in your blood. And, in maybe the first night was really hard to have these discussions, and then when you guys go both kind of get a little drunk and you start talking about sea stuff, and you kind of bond over that, and it's okay to talk about stuff like that. So as long as you're not talking about your mom or whatever, things are kind of okay, at least in this place. And he kind of lets loose, there was this specific way in to where he had been hiding out for a while, and where he met the person that he is going to pick up when you guys drop into Asgulon. That's going to help get you guys passage into Darkbrag, and that's because that's the plan. That's what he's like. We need to get off this. We need to get off this continent. We need to lay low for a little bit. We need to go outside of their purview. They're not going to come look for you there in Darkbrag. We're probably going to be safer there, at least for a little while, and we need to figure out we need to get there and then figure things out, and that's the plan. So he set things up for that, which means that he kind of took lead on making sure that the ship was had a crew and was put together. He found Scully. He recognized Scully's insignia and knew that he had one thing led to another. There was a discussion about you. He was like, hey, and that's how he found out where you were. And then Scully kind of was on board, and they took to the skies. What you also find out is that they didn't just commandeer this vessel, they stole it. So it wasn't, maybe Scully's got rank, but his rank really means nothing at this point because he just stole this ship. So you know that Hoblock is going to be after all of you, not just those of you who they broke out of prison. So anything else specific that you'd like?
No, that's more than enough, actually.
Perfect. I'm going to open this Brother Thelonious up real quick. And then give it a pour. It's the beer I've got tonight. So, it's actually called Brother Thelonious. I love it. Anything else? Anybody else has anything specific they were wanting to ask during this 3-day stint? Nope. Good. Okay.
Really quick. So, do I gain any sort of pirate knowledge?
Oh,
in terms
well, I mean,
of,
so you learn some navigational coordinates on how to get to the Southern Isles.
Okay.
And you realize that you've been going about it the wrong way, and that's why the things that you've done or tried has never worked.
Okay.
So there's a very specific area that he marks on a map for you, and he shows you that, and you understand that there's a certain hour that you can go in, and the tide is just right, and you have a channel that you can go up into in a dinghy, and make ground. So and he gives you an exact amount. You need to be out. It's a bit of a ways to paddle your way up, but you can make it. You can get there. So and he kind of draws a map how you need to get into the mist that surrounds the isles. It seems to be perpetually covered in this misty, kind of weather system. And that's his info to you. Now, on the, let me make sure I got things taken care of here real quick. Hold on. On the last night that that about midday the next day, you're going to hit Asgolin. There's going to be a resupply. There's going to be some adjustments made to the ship that they've got some people there to do this work for them. And Benra shares this with you. The night before you guys land, Gulch, you have no problems getting to sleep. You've been, your mind has been racing for so long that it's okay, it's finally broken a little bit, and you kind of are in need of rest, and that takes place. Yeah, with your mind's just taxed. It's just been taxed to the breaking point. You know what I mean? Where you're like, I maybe the first night you don't even sleep, and then you're now on day 3, and you're like, I gotta go get some rest. So I don't know what we're getting into when we land tomorrow midday, but it's gonna be very difficult to get through if you don't get that rest. So on that last day, though, you guys are in your quarters, you're sleeping. You've been given your own individual areas to sleep. Gulch, you're bunking with Scully, actually. He's got an extra bed in there, which is usually reserved for Inra. Benra has given Inra the bed there, and he has been going downstairs. If he's not piloting the ship, which this is new, he does teach you that. He teaches you how to do that, Inra. That's something you do, Glean. You learn how to, like, it's a little more difficult to navigate the skies than it is the sea, simply because the wind is different and you're going at a much faster pace, and you have this, like, you know, you're creating this turbulence behind you that's pushing you, propelling you forward. So you need to know how, and you don't have the boat is not in water, so you can't, like, feel it. You know, you gotta, like, it's all air, right? So, and at this point, it's all just like brute force pushing you through and a thrust coming up because there's no sails or anything to catch things. So it's a little bit tough. So he's kind of like showed you how to do this, but he's still kind of like manning that because he, you know, if something goes wrong, you're gonna die. If you'll fall right out of the sky. So he's kind of like showed you this, like, so that way whenever he tells you whenever we get there, we're gonna have like these sails that are on the side that are gonna be able to like help us convert this into like an actual ship whenever we hit water, if we ever need to, if we like run out of fuel or something. And he teaches you those things. But on the last night, was a stark difference going from that beer to the next. Sorry. So that last night, it's about midnight. Everybody else is asleep except for maybe a couple of deck hands, and Benra, he's like at the wheel. Inra, you're in the bunk underneath the stern, which is the back area, and yes, correct. Mirda, you feel this call from the sleeping quarters to see the sky, but it doesn't make sense to you because you know that the sky is dark. It's you know, you're gonna see stars, but it's nothing you haven't seen before. And you feel beckoned to go to the top deck, and you kind of find yourself not necessarily sleepwalking, but like actively participating in this walk. Like maybe just you're restless and you're trying to, like, you know, shake it off or whatever, but you do find yourself going up. You find yourself at the top deck, and you're at the bow. You're at the beginning of the top of the bow, and you're just looking out, and as you do, you feel the crescent shaped knife start to kind of like resonate on your hip, and you look down and you realize you're like, you were sleeping, all of your gear was off, all of a sudden, like, you have the knife on you. So what? This is a strange feeling. You don't remember putting this on, you don't remember sleeping with it. It was on the nightstand next to you, and you go to the top, and as you feel this resonate, it starts to resonate at a higher frequency, and it keeps getting higher and higher and higher, and, zzz, and you start to see it glow a little bit, and you start to notice that the clouds kind of start to glow in front of you, and it's not from starlight, and you hold on, losing my earpieces. There we go. I'll put this off. You start to see this glow coming from the clouds. It's mimicking this resonation from your weapon, and it's starting to glow and glow and glow, and the clouds move and separate, and you see the moon, and it's a full moon, which can't be because you had a ceremony 4 or 5 days ago, 6 days ago, and it was a full moon. Full moons don't cycle that way, you know that. Even as a land druid of the Circle of Land, you know that. And as you stand there, what do you do with this?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna wait and see what happens with the interaction.
Okay. You kind of feel the resonation start to, it no longer pulsates, it just hums. And it like mimics, like, and you feel this connection with the moon that you've never felt before. And you feel yourself become numb. And as if your mind, like the consciousness of yourself, like kind of drift outside of your head. And you are greeted with a voice that is also unfamiliar, as it says,
"I do not recognize you, child. Where is my vessel?"
Is it the jewelry? Are you looking for this jewelry?
"Where is the vessel promised me?"
I don't know.
"I will visit you in 1 month. If you do not have the answers I seek, I will not spare
What
you
kind-
either.
What kind of vessel?
I have spoken."
and with that, like, you kind of drift back into consciousness, and you feel yourself like kind of like sucked back in. Super fucking weird. That makes zero sense. That is and you find yourself like there was only a few seconds that happened there, right?
Right.
Or at least that's what it felt like. You start to see the sun kind of coming up. You were there for 6 hours. From midnight on. While that was happening, Inra, you come out, you kind of have that same feeling like of restlessness, but it's just different. Like, maybe things are on your mind about your dad, or finding out what really happened with, is your dad telling the truth? I mean, how good of a guy could he be? He like just up and left his kid at the age of, let's say 13, and just, left him with all these responsibilities. And yeah, he paid for some stuff, but like so maybe he cared, maybe he didn't, who knows? And now he's back. Why is he back? Something's not adding up. And as you're kind of like pacing back and forth, you're thinking about this, you're kind of like walking the deck. You look up and you notice Mirda on the bow, and you start to notice you don't see the moon. You don't see like moonlight. Obviously that's strange talk. There's no moon right now. But as you look at Mirda, you notice her hair kind of flowing in like a slow motion kind of moment. And the hair starts to glow, as does the rest of her body. And you see her start to slightly levitate up. Just ever so slightly. And for a moment, you're just like, maybe this is just some druid magic? Something like that. And then you start to see her hair become fire as it drifts upward. And you're quite a bit of, like, you're about 15 feet away. And you actually start to feel like heat coming from her, which makes sense because there's fiery hair, but you find yourself being paralyzed in this moment as you take in what you begin to interpret it as this beauty and this warmth and this love and this feeling of being at home. And as you stare at her, you find yourself surrounded by suddenly what feels to be like a home. It's not where you grew up. It's not anything familiar to you. And as you start to look around, you notice that there are areas of the wall that seem to be intermingled with trees. And the trees almost kind of, you realize that the branches have formed like a log cabin, but almost as if they had willed themselves together and created this domicile that you find yourself in. And as you look around, you notice that it looks like a home built with hands that have cut and slapped wood together, but with like if it was grown. This house seems to have been grown. And on the walls, you see that there are little small plaques in areas that have little picture frames, and the pictures are blurred. You can't see like the people's faces in them, but you notice that there's a woman and a man, and it seems like they're pictures of them doing things together. This seems to, and you feel that love feels you in a way that you can't describe. And the last time you remember feeling this is when you last saw your mother. When you kind of look towards the direction that Mirda was, where you were on the bow, you see Mirda, and she's closely like kind of rocking back and forth, and in front of her is a fire that seems to be lit. And you hear the sound of the crackle of the fire, and you smell the soot coming from the flame, and you notice that the stones were there carefully placed, and there are little wood carvings and little tiny accoutrements and things that are around the house that seem very similar to the things that you used to make with your mother growing up. You feel a brush come past you. And it kind of bumps into you, but it doesn't actually disturb you. And you notice this drow gentleman take off his hat, and he places it onto this, a hat rest. And he walks over to Mirda. He gives her a big hug. It's a half hug, and he places his hand over what seems to be maybe a child. And he turns back to you. You haven't seen his face yet, and you realize that it's actually your dad. And he looks at you and he says, "My boy, come say hello to your son." What do you do?
I walk forward towards Benra and Mirda.
As you get closer, you see your father kind of pull the swaddling down, and you see this lighter complexioned child with pointed ears that are slightly stunted more than yours, and red hair that is kind of just started to grow. And as you sit there and take in this with the warmth of the fire, looking around at all these things, you feel these blessings of hope and light and love that you have not felt since you were a kid. And then you wake up. And you're back on the ship, and staring at Mirda, who is now floating to the ground. And you feel the warmth of the sun. As the warmth from her hair is cooling, you feel the warmth of the sun behind you start to creep up, and it's a familiar feeling being on a ship, and you notice that, and you kind of like are snapped out of this dream vision or whatever, but you know that it's been 6 hours since that happened. What do you do? Both of you.
I'll walk towards Mira. And I say, hey, how you liking the spaceship?
It's good. It's not bad.
Great conversation, and then I walk away.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh.
Mirna, what do you do?
I'm gonna follow him and be like, hey, how'd you sleep?
Also, you had no, Mirna, by the way, you did not have that vision. That was just Enra.
Right, yeah.
Okay, just making sure that's clear.
But also, I don't know that she slept or cuddled with my dad. That's
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Oh yeah, if we forgot about that. The
Right.
attempted
Yeah.
grand theft booty.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot your shot, right?
You did good. You did great, but you rolled shit. So.
I slept all right. It was kind of in a little bit of a cot, hammock type thing. But it wasn't too bad. How did you sleep?
I've slept better. I just feel weird.
Well, why do you feel weird?
I don't know. I kind of had like a conversation with somebody in my sleep that I don't know that I've met before.
Do you want to talk about it?
I kind of do.
Well, what kind of conversation was it? Who was it, if you recall?
I don't know, but it was more of like an entity, like a god, like something bigger than us that told me that I had promised them a vessel, and I don't know what that means, and they said that I have a month before they return.
Right. Well, it seems like we've got a time limit on something. Have you talked to Gulch about this?
No.
It could be possibly connected to the books, maybe?
Yeah, maybe he's read something in the text or found.
All he's been doing is cooking and reading, so he's got to have something.
Right. At least maybe he'll make us breakfast.
That's true too.
About that time, you notice the waft of smell of what are you cooking, Gulch? What's happening in the kitchen tonight to this morning?
It's a nice. It's a nice, like, kind of like Southern style, like biscuits and gravy.
So
but
hungry
like,
right now.
but it's more of a stew. So it's like a gravy stew with the sausage, and then some biscuits on the side to dip in and like crumble on top.
Let's fucking go. I'm hungry now.
Right? Like, woo.
I'm feeling good about that.
All right, so I'm gonna head to where the food is. Mirda, do you want to come with?
Yeah, I'll join you. It
All right.
it smells fantastic.
We'll talk to him about your recent dream.
So you guys head down. You don't have to move your
Is he in
characters.
the kitchen?
Yeah. Where are you at, Gulch? What's up? It's assumed that you're helping Scully with breakfast. Oh no, where'd Scully go?
Oh, Scully's still over in our bed.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
In our bed?
So there's
Yeah,
two beds.
what?
There's,
Room.
there's two
room.
beds. We're fine. It's right.
both hanging out in the freaking dinghy again.
Oh yeah,
Forgot about that.
you know it.
I listened to the last episode before this, and I was like, "Fuck!" He chose the dinghy. I forgot.
That's right. You didn't go to sleep, but it's been 3 days, so this is less. You know,
Oh, that's true.
half day. You know, going on. So
do I knock on this door, or do
you
I
don't have to
on
knock.
the
I mean, like
door?
it's kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
you can come and go as you please. It's not really that kind of thing. You hear the dinner bell or the chow bell, and you notice that there's some deck hands that have come and gone. They're passing you. They're like wolfing it down, and they like, get up top side to do their duties for the day. You notice that you're kind of making better time. You're starting to feel like a little bit of a push on like against the headwind. And because there's more fuel going into the fire, and they're trying to make a good time. And salt,
Okay.
and pepper, and flour, and presto.
And
That's how
then I
you do
kinda
it.
barge in. Oh, what are you guys cooking here? We can
Oh.
smell it on the top deck.
Hey there, Enra. I'm just showing Gulch here how to create this. What'd you call it? I just called it gravy soup.
Gravy soup. I was gonna call it sausage chowder, but
I like that. I like that. It's a lot. That's a lot nicer on the old tongue there.
You want some? And I'll hand you over, or I'll have like a bowl. Outreach to Enra.
Yeah, sure. And then I take a spoonful. And this is
How is it?
fantastic.
How is
This
it?
is very good. This is Mira, are you behind me at this point?
Yep.
I'll Mira, you gotta try this. Gulch, you bear a bowl.
I'm gonna hand her a special. I'm trying to remember. Is Mirda a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna hand her like a bowl that I set aside before I put in. the
Nice.
sauce.
What a very
What a
good
guy.
thing to point out.
Good guy.
Jeez, okay.
Wow. Wow. This guy.
Was that from the last campaign, or?
Oh,
There's like they're a druid, so
Yeah, that was okay.
makes sense.
Here, I got this one for you. I left out the sausage. I remember you don't like eating that kind of thing.
you're so kind.
All right, and chow down. It's new recipe I tried out. I'm kind of modifying a little bit of what Scully showed me, and I think it turned out okay.
I'm excited to try it.
Oh, we're almost there. You guys excited? Get off the old boats. Well, do not stretch our legs. We've already been walking around, but get our feet back on the ground for a little bit.
Well, I'm sure some of us would be
Dry
happy
land.
to be on land. I'm not really used to being, in the air as well, so.
This also
I
doesn't
think
feel
it's
like being
better
on
than-
the sea because there's none of that hee-hawing,
Right.
You don't
It's gotta
have
be
your.
super weird.
It's a lot more like having land legs than sea legs.
You need
Yeah.
your sea. You need your air legs.
Yeah, I gotta get. It's pretty smooth.
All right, Gulch. This is fantastic. Do you have any other recipes by any chance?
Oh, I've got a few to try out. I don't have all the materials that I need for it, but I mean, if we're going down to the land, I'm sure I can acquire some things.
All right. At this point, does question of DM?
Mhm.
Does tasting it, or I'm gonna eat all of it. Does it do anything? Do we get any boosts or whatever?
Hey, Gulch, why don't you make me a performance check? A performance
Ooh.
roll. And we'll see how good you made this soup.
Oh, dang, I'm not pretending to be anybody.
What does that even mean?
I have the actor feat, so if I'm pretending to
right,
be
right.
somebody,
Hey,
I get an advantage on it. but
What are you? An idiot sandwich. Okay,
Ooh.
that's pretty good. So you feel satiated. You're very full. I will say that you gain 1 temporary hit point from this
One
hearty
temporary
breakfast.
hit point.
Temporary hit
Okay.
point. So like in your
How
D&D
do we add
Beyond
that?
sheet, if you want, you can
Besides
do.
your health.
We all
Oh,
do?
the temporary.
Yeah. Everybody does. Yeah, everybody will get 1 temporary health point because you did it so good.
How do we add the temporary?
So what you'll do
Put it in
is
there.
you'll go into your.
I just got it.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah.
clicked on it.
Yep. You just
Yeah, I
clickety
got
click and then add it right there.
Yeah, right next to your health is just temp,
Yep,
right?
it says temp. You just click it.
Sweet.
It'll let you add stuff. So
Oh, dope. Thanks, Gulch.
No, this is just the first draft. I have some ideas from talking to Scully on how to improve it, but well, I'll try it again a little later in life.
Life, right?
each time
Was this-
that you attempt making this, whenever you have the 3 elements that make it up, that is a meat, purified water, and I'll say flour. If you've got those 3 items and you spend a short rest making it, if you do a performance roll that is above 15, it will add 1 hit point for every time you make it. So every time you that 15 performance roll was like your DC, you just said it. So there you go.
All right.
If you want to pretend to be Scully next time, that's fine too. Okay, so you got your food, you got your +1. Chow is over. Gulch is relinquished, and Scully says, "All right then, finishing the dishes here, and then I'm gonna head up topside, see if the." And he kind of leans in. Captain needs any help, and if you want to find me, I'll be up there. It was unconfirmed, by the way, and rather if you were the captain or not. They kind of skirted around the because they don't know what to do. So they're gonna, they're doing their little rock paper scissors. Who's gonna tell?
I'm gonna follow him on the top deck.
Okay. Mirda and Gulch here together. Anything you'd like to do?
I'm just gonna check on Winston, see how he was enjoying his meal. Which he
Winston
enjoyed very
has
much.
gravy all over his face.
Oh,
He's just
yeah,
been,
he
he's
does.
he was lapping it up. Obviously,
Oh,
the bowl
yeah.
at one point lifted up over onto his head, and he skirted it down. But he's definitely a dirty boy.
Mhm.
Silly Winston. It seems he enjoyed your soup just as much as I did.
It's pretty good soup. Man,
I have another DM question. Does Winston have his own character card?
He does.
For hit points and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, so he gets temp 1 too? Oh, sick. Cool.
don't know.
Yep, he does.
I didn't even think of that.
I didn't think about that either. Good call. Good call. Way to go.
I'm going to do 1.
Now, temporary hit points, by the way, only last until your next long rest. So
I assume it'll automatically take it away when we hit the long rest
should if
button.
you click
Yeah.
the long rest button, but
I think it
sometimes
does.
it gets weird. So
Okay.
just so you know.
All right. Well, should we pack our things up? Get ready to
What we definitely need to do is
down?
change over to Dungeons and Dragons instead of just chatting. Whoops!
Oh, I forgot to mention that. I saw
I
that.
didn't
and
even
I kept
think
getting
about that.
distracted.
Oh, here we go. We're good now. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, I gotta
Okay.
tell that. But you were in the middle of dialogue.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine. It's okay.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay.
All right. Let's go get you washed up, Winston, and we'll meet you at the top deck.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
All right.
All right, so you go wash Winston up, and you head to the top deck. Mirda, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Same.
go to the top deck now.
Okay. Just following him up. Good. I'm trying to give you guys opportunity. If there's things that you want to do or talk about or whatever, or you want to explore, whatever. I'm just giving you guys the opportunity. It's not, you don't have to.
Scully
Oh shit! What the hell? Why is there two of you right now?
Yeah.
This one's
Hold,
dead.
hold, please. Oh, that's.
What the fuck? There's two of them.
And all of a sudden, a second Mirda appears. Which one are you moving? Oh, there you go. You just
Both
there you
of
go.
them?
You can delete it. Yeah, if you ever find another version of yourself on there, just delete it.
But I wanted a twin.
No.
We'll work on that later.
No.
Oh.
Ah, okay, great. Where is Scully on the top deck? Secret yet? He's still in the kitchen. He's just hanging out.
Sorry, hold on.
He's
I was on the
cleaning
wrong. I was on the wrong.
Cleaning
No.
up.
He was cleaning up, and then he he told everybody that he was going up top to talk to Benra. See if there was anything he needed. So it's been about that whole interaction, everything that happened in there, it took about 2 hours. And you start to see lots of green around you underneath, and you're kind of like starting to come down, like you're starting to feel like you're getting closer to the ground.
All right. I approach Benra and Scully.
Hey there, my boy. What's happening? Did you get a good
Well,
good meal?
the meals have been fantastic. I was
Good.
just wondering, by any
Yeah.
chance, since you tell me that the ship is indeed stolen, who's the proper captain? of the vessel?
You know, we were just talking about that. So just to mitigate confusion, why don't we
Right.
say that I'm captain for now, and when we make ground, and I can order all of the arrangements, and when we get back into the sky, I hand you over the wheel. Does that sound good? Scully is like
All right.
nodding. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good to me.
That way we don't have anyone asking questions, getting weird, getting concerned about
fair enough.
our
Weird.
affiliation.
All right, fair enough. Agreed.
Don't change horse in midstream or some such.
I don't know if that's a saying. But
It
I'm
is for the
sure.
landlubbers. I don't hold to that mentality. Yeah, it's something they say. Scully chimes in.
All right, let's take the ship down. See what we get down there.
Yeah, we have a little bit of way
Well,
to go, but
Okay.
if you want to learn how to land, is it I can teach you that. That's fine.
that'd be great in the
That'd be a
sky.
good
Yeah,
idea.
of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. So here you go. You know, put your hands on the wheel, son. Like
I don't
he
wanna
lets you
be on
like
top of
he
you,
steps
that'd be
back to like let you like. But he's on you like you're a little kid. Like he's got your hands, like he grabs your hands, and you notice that his hands are really big. Like even like as an adult, like your hands are like dwarfed by his. And he just like has his hands on top of your hands. And he's like, "All right, quarter turn here. All right, slowly, drift it
All right,
down. Pull this lever here." And he like shows you all these different levers that are not necessarily on like a regular ship. These seem to be new
Okay.
things that are outfitted. And you just hold this course until you see the landing strip, and then I'll show you how to properly drop anchor from the sky.
Right
No.
into somebody's front yard.
We shouldn't do any damage, but we have outfitted with a whistle so that people will hear it drop onto the ground. And then we use either as a winch to bring on Salesy.
Nice family sitting at their kitchen table.
It just like goes right to their house. All right. Is there anything anybody wants to do before that happens? Before you guys like just land?
No, I'm
The
good.
the sea
Right.
shanty that I learned, they taught everyone.
Oh yeah, so like as you're like coming in, like it's customary to sing a sea shanty or some sort of a musical thing to keep people's spirits up and keep the people calm from like, you know, what they're about to experience with the turbulence and whatnot, or you know, coming into land and just like lift their spirits so everybody's on the same, you know, mood level and in sync. Oh, are you gonna sing for us? Is that what's happening?
Well, actually, now that I
Yeah.
think about it,
Do
I don't-
it.
Sing.
I mean, yeah. Okay, hold on. It's-
singing.
I can, but
If you want to, I'm not trying to make you do
I
anything
can
you
sing
don't
a
want to.
little bit.
Up to
just
you.
so I don't know what the music rules is on Twitch.
What do you
They
mean
won't
music?
strike us.
Oh, if you sing it,
Right?
it doesn't matter. What do you?
Yeah,
what's
that's
gonna
what
happen?
Oh.
To
You
the
can sing
wall.
it. From the window.
What a good shanty.
You know what? I'm gonna say I don't care. I want to hear this shit if you've got it.
It's a song that's been stuck in my head all week. But it's what would we do with a drunken sailor? What would we do with a drunken sailor? What would we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
And Benra immediately
Yeah.
picks up on it. And
Love
he
that
knows this one. He's like, "Oh, just like I taught you when you were a kid." Oh, that's a good one for the chaps. And everybody sings it, and they just like keep going. Dun, 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 dun. And they just it's catchy. Everybody gets a good kick out of it, and you make a very smooth landing. Like well, you come into to landing position, and you hear somebody say, "Land ho!" And you know you hear the mechanisms like starting to gear up for dropping an anchor, and Benra kind of like lets go of your hands, and he's like, "Well, now pull that lever right there on the end and drop the anchor. Make sure, no, not that one.
No,
It's too late. It's fine. It's fine."
fucking.
And you hear this, and it's just like chain links, like, you know, like dropping out of the
Jesus,
sky.
sounds like real life.
And boom, onto the ground. You luckily hit like a giant boulder, and it kind of like grabs it, but the vessel kind of pulls forward, and then to the side it's almost like you're drifting, and everybody kind of like has to hold on to the boat. Everybody make me a dexterity saving throw, please, to see if you stay upright.
What are my
Sweet.
rolls?
That's great. Thanks.
So
saved.
Inra, Inra, you get flung into like right off of the wheel. So you like spin the wheel as you go. So like it just goes further and like peels out like Tokyo Drift style. Just starts to, you know, play in the background. And you and Scully, he's fine, and he catches Benra, but you go flying past him. And you need to make a DC 12 acrobatics or athletics. I'll let you choose to not be flung off of the railing. I'll see DC 10. So just do athletics or acrobatics, whatever works for you. Mirda, same thing. To you're flung into this side of the railing. Okay, Mirda's like poof, just like catches herself before she goes over. She steadies herself and she's fine.
Okay,
And,
I have a quick question.
Sure.
If I were to click it on D&D, is
It
that
should still
automatically a D20? But you wanted to roll a D10.
I want you to roll a athletics or acrobatics check. So if
Oh,
you go in
okay.
your
That's what I
skills
was
and you click those, whatever it is, it'll roll it and it'll add plus whatever you're.
Okay, that's.
Oh, you just made it. You just
Yeah,
made
you
it.
did.
So like you,
Oh.
so you're flying you're sliding right through the deck, and one of those posts just this is Inra's crotch, okay, and here is a post, and Inra's crotch poof, gets a little knackered. You lose that one temporary hit point as you scream out in pain from the damage, but your legs are just now dangling outside of the fucking.
This is great. What a lovely experience.
The railing. But you're not dead. You didn't get flung off of the ship. You're fine.
Rather be flung off the ship.
So you you make it safely to a stop. Gulch, you were totally fine. You had no problems. You were just like posting up one hand over where whatever was closest to you. You were fine.
Too smooth.
Super smooth. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Like Winston didn't even move. Inertia did not. Gave no fucks.
Winston just puffed out his wings to help me balance out a little bit.
Can I ask something? Where's Sarah in all this?
Sarah's down below deck. They got dinner or a breakfast and then went right back into as they were wont to do as a halfling. Went back to bed like I got nothing to do with this. I'm fine. I don't want to go upstairs. So everybody downstairs is on hammocks and stuff, so they're just kind of like swinging and they're fine. So they didn't really get any kind of damage done. But you start to hear the mechanisms go and you start to feel the boat go down, and you notice that there's a little encampment below you, and there's a group of men that look like sailors. So it's very strange to see sailors like this in a group near on land so far from water. And so like it just kind of looks a little strange, but you notice that there's like a lot of tents that are pitched up. There's an area for like a bonfire. That there are a lot of boxes that are like kind of stacked, and they seem like they were freshly fastened together. So the boxes seem to be like new. This must be the shipment. And you also notice that there's a bunch of what seem to be like extra masts and sailing equipment to like patch up a ship are all attached, are all in like lined up on the side as you guys reach and just gingerly touch the stern. It like hits the ground, right? It's the stern, right? Sorry, the keel. Sorry, the keel touches. It's like that long piece of wood that touches, and it like steadies itself, rights itself. That between that and the anchor, and then there's another anchor that drops on the other side. And like this looks to be something that they tie and keeps it together. The engine shut off. Go. You see like the fire go out, and it was almost like you were right at the very end of your Hellstone that you had on board. So that was good news that you got there. You disembark, and as you do, you notice that Adrian, the Glee Master that you had met at the mess hall, he seems to be like all too eager to get off and head out. And he says his goodbyes, and he's like, "Thanks for getting me out of Hoblock. If you're ever in Aquilonia, look me up. I'll be at the Bard's College. If you ever want tickets, let me know. I'm gonna head over to Arius, hitch a ride, and I'm gonna get out of here." The other folk that are on here, a mixture of hobgoblins, goblins, humans, and there's a couple of dragonborn that seem to be like kind of covering their faces and stuff, and they're very much dressed head to toe. And then the gentleman in blue, he decides to stay on the ship. And everybody else disembarks and kind of like goes and makes themselves at home, picks out a tent. Binra looks to you, Inra, and says, "You see that over there? That's Asglin. I know that it doesn't look like much right now, but they've been rebuilding a bit. Why don't you take your friends and head over to that new bar that they just opened up. Get us a fresh casket of rum or two for the trip to Dorkbreg.
All right.
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. Kind of tell Mirda and Gulch if they want to come along to the town or not. It's up to them.
Yeah. I want to come with you.
Okay.
I mean, I'll come, but last time I went to a bar with you, we got accused of murder, so...
Okay, to be fair, you didn't come with me. I met you there.
It's very true.
You know what? That's very true. Okay, let's do
We'll learn
it.
together,
It
though.
makes
Let's
so
go.
much sense.
That's where we went wrong the first time.
Basically, if we're together, it's going to be a problem. Let's just accept that.
So it's about like 300 yards away, 600 yards away, something like that. It's within ice, you know, you can see it. It's not that far of a walk. Probably good for you to stretch your legs, feel the earth beneath your feet. Sarah and Jonathan decide that they're going to stay at camp. They actually want to get a good night's. They want to rest. They're tired of travel. They're weary. They would like to stay there. As does Scully and Benra. They're going to be handling, you know, the men and the loading up of the materials and such.
Yep.
And you guys head into what was Asgalen. It's been burnt to a crisp, and there are two buildings that are being rebuilt. There is a church, it seems, that is being built over the top of a circular foundation. Does not seem to be finished yet. It is in no way operable. Men are like putting things together there. And then there is a brand new first floor of a Zamoran-style inn and tavern. And you notice something curious about the sign. It says, "The Rowan Rum."
That's interesting.
So instead of the rum and row, it's the row and rum.
Correct.
Very creative, obviously.
As you walk in, feel free to.
What do you think their specialty drink is? The,
Dark and stormy.
or a stormy dark, maybe?
Or Dirty Dan.
Or down dirty? Alright. I think we should speak to the owners of this place. Feel free to disagree.
I just kind of want some food.
You see that
Alright,
the
well, let's get some food first.
the outside, the exterior is built on a foundation that was burnt to the ground, so it's a similar. It's going to be the same shape as it was. You can see some scorch marks around. There's some new vegetation that's kind of like growing up. There's a smell of burnt carbon in the air still left over. This fire is something that you may have heard about. Maybe. Oh, you know. Couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago.
All right. So we'll go in order. We can get whatever we need: food, drinks, and then we speak with the owner. Kind of
Alright.
see what's going on with the name. Do you agree?
Agree.
Sure.
All right.
As long as they got rum or some sort of row, let's go.
This got something. We'll walk in. Do we just seat ourselves?
You walk in, you see a
podium?
couple people who have been seated, and they look like they have plenty of. They've been there for a minute. They've gotten their drinks. They're kind of just talking, doing normal stuff that people in pubs do. There's one guy at the bar. He has a drink, but you don't see a bartender or bar back or anything like that.
All right. I'm gonna set this round table here.
Right. So the guy says, "You guys new in town? You helping with the construction?"
Wait, who's asking?
This guy at the
Guy at the
bar.
bar?
He turns around and he like looks at you. He's the only one that seems to pay any attention to you at all.
I think we're just passing through. We're not really here to help. Or...
Well, I'll say that again. Not much for you to stop here for. Just a drink, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, let me.
Are you here?
Well, yeah, I'm here with construction. I'm just passing my time till my next shift starts.
If you don't mind me asking you, what are you constructing here? What seems to be damaged?
I'm helping with the church, and if you haven't noticed, the entire town's kind of been burnt to a crisp. They're gonna. Aquilonia decided they wanted to send some funds down here to get things rebuilt. Real eager to get the church together. I don't know why. Somebody said some noble kid got a hold of some matches or something, lit something on fire, overturned into the laundromat that then in turn turned into like something caught a grease fire. And
a child
burned down the whole town. Yeah, it's real sad. Real sad.
Did everyone make it out okay? Or
luckily there was a lot of people who were heading out to a festival, but when they came back, obviously the town was burnt to a crisp, so they didn't have homes to go to, so they kind of like dispersed between Zamora and Hoblock and Aquilonia and Arius. So the town is kind of dispersed.
That's why there's the old saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is my story bothering you? Are you guys bored, or just? You guys both yawned at the same time. Let's just fuck with you.
I'm just hungry.
I'm just
tired. And
all right, yeah. That's fine. It's fine. I got.
Right.
Look, I'll leave you alone. All right, that's fine. You like bangs
no.
on
Listen,
the.
come here. I kind of wave him over to sit with us.
Yeah. What
exactly? You said a child lit this entire town?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the word on the street.
And what's going on with that child?
Well, I mean, they're not really a child. They're like 18, but you know what I mean? They're like a kid.
Clearly
Or
a child
they were
to
young.
me.
They were young.
Name's Gulch.
That's why there's the old saying.
Some
you
say
see a kid with matches, kick him in the head.
that is not a saying I'm familiar with.
Oh, it must just be a tiefling thing.
Where are you? Oh, well, I mean,
Obviously, you should have kicked him in the head.
should have kicked him in the head. I mean, it was pretty obvious that the kid didn't fess up to the crime till later.
Where's this child now?
Some said that they died in the fire. Some said that they actually booked it over to Dark Brag to get out of town. Mom and Daddy paid for passage to get over there.
What's that Dark Brag?
I don't know. Less prying eyes out of the jurisdiction of the Aquilonian Empire. I don't know. Different gods over there. It's,
You never been there, huh?
I've never been though.
Looking
Never had a
around
reason
the
to.
room.
Yeah.
Are there any like rafters or anything up in the air?
There
not
are.
in the
This,
air, but, like,
it
above
seems
us.
like there's like a temporary like ceiling on top that's been kind of like closed off. There's nowhere to go for like, you can tell that there's no like areas where rooms would be. Like they haven't outfitted that yet. You're probably, if you're looking for a place to sleep for the night, you're probably gonna have to go back to the camp.
Oh, I'm talking more so like just like looking up, are there like, just like the rafters holding the roof up kind of thing?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's like rafters and there's like a
little crawl type
makeshift
space.
like
Okay.
like
I'm gonna be like,
instructors ceiling. Bless you.
and that wasn't an actual sneeze. And
Oh.
then
Oh.
as I do that, I'm gonna just pop Winston up in like the rafters.
Oh, bless
just
you.
kinda- thank you.
Yeah. Man.
And Winston's just gonna be up in the rafters, just kind of looking
Okay.
around, seeing what
Okay.
he sees.
About the time you hear the swinging door from the kitchen open up, and you see this large gentleman who is not wearing a shirt walk out, and he's got like big jugs of ale just waiting.
Big jug.
Big jugs.
Big jugs, and he walks out. He's like, "Hey!"
Hey.
I got your drinks.
Oh.
I got your drinks. And the guy goes over. Oh, hey, thanks. I think our new friends here are gonna need to be served. So if you want to take care of them real quick, Driz, that's fine.
Driz.
He's like, oh, all right. What can I do for you guys?
I just heard your name is Driz, is it?
Yeah, Driz.
Driz.
I can't go back and forth between two different
Can I
ones.
roll?
Yeah, Driz.
Can I roll for memory?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll your memory.
five.
You want to do your history? Yeah. Okay. Good. Do your
Yeah.
D100.
Okay.
Why was Enra sitting on Mirda's lap?
Ooh.
I didn't even notice that wasn't. I just moved. Okay.
It's an accident. It's fine. You something about him is kind of like,
Fucking dude.
tickling the back of your brain, but you can't tell what.
Driz. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Damn it. Driz.
Driz,
do you mind
Google
ordering.
Google Chalk. What can I do for you?
Mira Gulch. What would you guys like?
What's your special today, Mr. What did you say?
Special.
Drew
Okay.
Pod?
Just call me Driz.
What?
It was very difficult to pronounce my last name.
Driz.
Google Chalk is what it's
Oh,
pronounced.
Google.
Google Chalk.
Gobblecock.
No,
Good.
wrong, incorrect on all accounts. It's wrong. It's wrong, sir.
Right. Driz.
We didn't
give me a
ask what you
coffee.
like to do in your spare time.
That is
okay?
not what you mistook my name. I did not. Oh, you're talking to him. Okay, got it. all right.
Right.
Looks like you know what. I'm kind of busy with a few things here. You mind? Let me get one of my waiters out here. Dan, get out here.
You scared him away.
And he goes back to
Yeah.
like washing some stuff, and you see the spitting image.
What?
Dirty
the-
Dan. Walk out and walk to your table, saunter up, and he's got an apron on. He's like, hey, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry. Our name is Dan.
Yeah. Do I know you?
Dirty Dan.
Okay. All right. Pinhead put you up to this? What is this? What is this? You guys. Oh, that's good, man. I can't. I'm gonna put ice cubes in his pillow tonight. That's fucked up.
Dan, listen to me.
Yeah.
What is your special today?
It's the. Was that the cock shot? Is that what it was? And you see Driz like thumbs up. It's like, yeah. What I don't know what it is. It's just everything that we have here has rum in it. So feel
take
free
my
to
cock
take
shots.
pick your poison.
I suppose 3 cock shots.
All right. Sounds good. You want any food?
It's for all.
You guys into food at all?
What
Yeah,
do
I'd
you
like
have?
food.
Do you have fish?
You know what? We actually just got a fresh shipment in. That's funny you say that. Like we were actually trying to like really be like the fish place around here because there's not a whole lot. There's a river not too far from here, so like we it's fresh fish. It's not like sea saltwater fish or anything like that. But I hope that's okay. It's like some trout.
Fish, sort of lime. I'll take it.
Awesome.
Hey,
Okay,
Dan.
yeah, no, I got you. Wait, what's up?
Dan.
Yeah.
Pumpernickel.
Driz, we got any pumpernickel? Are we out of the bread
For the shot.
stuff? I'm sorry, man. I don't think that we've got any.
That sourdough.
No, that absolutely. I don't. We don't have a whole lot of bread. We don't. Our baker
All right,
quit
I'll
like 2
have
weeks
some
ago. So
I'll have some fish if you're already making some fish.
yeah. No, I get you. I get you the fresh trout. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And for you, miss, just put on a nice
what do you
vegetable stew
have?
recently. It's
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
get
Okay.
it.
All right. Yeah. Pinhead's really good at soups. So
Seem to be eating a lot of soup lately.
it's
Yeah, really.
it's
Not gonna mix all the alcohol.
we have steak, but I gotta check on that. And also
You have mushroom steak?
mushroom steak,
Cauliflower
portobello. I mean, maybe we have gotten quite a bit of fungus development going on around here since the fire happened, and like they just popped right up. It was like pretty.
I'm sorry,
ridiculous.
a fungus?
Yeah, fungus.
What popped up exactly?
Like some portobello mushrooms, various places. I mean, I got some red cat mushrooms as well too, but like those are obviously dangerous. We don't want to feed you that.
There's just a quick question, Dan.
Yeah.
Do you have any problems in the basement, in the distillery area?
No. It's funny you mention that. We don't have a basement. It's funny you mention that though. We do have like a raven infestation in the in the back. So I mean, like, if you want to help clear some of those out, because we've been trying to get rid of this like
If after we eat,
murder
if you
of
don't mind,
crows.
you'd like to, investigate, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, you want to eat first, or you want to like you guys?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
It's pretty
we'll eat
awesome
first.
if you want to do that for us. But
Yeah.
I'll check with Driz real quick, and then we'll make sure everything's good, and then work out a price. And if you guys want to take care of that for us, that'd be awesome.
We'll try our best.
Yeah. So I got your orders. 3 cock shots and fish stew. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. I got it. Steel trap. Here we go. He runs off into the back. You start hearing him barking orders to somebody in the back. And with that, we're gonna take a little potty break, if that's okay.
Oh, thank God.
I need to use
Yes.
the restroom big time.
Oh, I gotta
So-
pee.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna go to the BRB screen, but it's not gonna be muted, so you guys will be heard.
We can hear you pee.
No, gross.
Oh.
Unless you want to. No.
I hate when people do that.
Yeah, that's weird. No, thank you. Mine's too
hate
far away. You won't be able to
I-
hear it anyway. It's fine.
I have a
You're
mute
back.
button for like a purpose. Okay, pee time.
Perfect. Okay, bye.
Fine.
Boo, 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 boo. You guys can hear me, right? Okay, I'm gonna mute up. I'll be right back. We'll take about a 5-minute break. We'll be right back.
What the heck are you eating?
Oh. You just hold on.
The same thing I sent you a photo of. And finish it.
Sorry.
Oh,
What are you eating?
Oh, the
Tell me all your
pepper.
things. Tell me all the things.
No, at dinner. The
Ooh,
buffalo egg rolls things.
Space
Oh,
Captain
this looks
Amy.
so good.
They are
You're
really
just
good.
in time to watch them all die. Just kidding. Just kidding. That was a joke. Ha 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 ha. See how humorous I am?
Maybe.
Don't worry, you're not gonna die.
We're just on break.
Yeah, we just got back from a restroom break. I'm about to pop open this extra beer. Get things going. Okay. Everybody good? Let's see, what else? What would I miss here? It
you
seems
gonna
that
ban on Amy lunch?
Drizzo
Really?
followed. Drax Goku
Also, lunch, you're
followed.
muted.
God damn it. No, I'm not. You're a liar. I'm muted for you guys.
Oh, okay.
I want you to hear me. Fuck you guys.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's fair.
Amy, we don't ban here, okay? We don't do joke bans, okay? I don't do that shit. I think that's lowbrow, okay?
It's exactly why
I
Oliver
never
wanted
go
to do it.
all
Yeah, fuck you, Oliver. You know? You run your stream how you want, and I'm gonna run my stream like I'm taking a piss into a cup. That's what it sounds like. God damn it. Anyway. Hi, hello.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Like that. I like that. Sounded like
I
it
like
totally did. Okay. I have my drink. I have adjusted. Yeah, I was doing my prep work and I saw Amy follow me. I'm like, who's this person? How do I know this person? I don't recognize this person. So I went over their stream. They were live. And I was like, oh, they're playing DVD. I bet it was Sphere. And then we got to talking. Sure enough. And then I went and checked out their TikToks, and they had a TikTok where there was some dice as little shakers for like shake them up, and it's your healing potions. And I was like, D&D nerd, let's go.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Okay. Absolutely, yeah. You do your thing.
Of course.
Absolutely. I would love to have you host us. We have sound alerts turned off. For those of you who may be new or just joining us, we have something called Chrono Deviants. This group is ported in from another reality, and they are coming to grips with the memories that they may or may not have from that previous reality. Part of that has to do with time travel, and Chrono Deviants is a way for them to use advantage on rolls to do different kinds of checks. So if you decide you want to sub, if you find this entertaining, this will help them out. But you won't get anything but like a text message into the chat. So just being aware. So I appreciate the host. Thank you. So, why didn't that not show up on my activity feed? Well, that's fine. We got it in the chat. So, okay, are we ready to get back on track?
Yeah.
Oliver, you're muted. Ass.
He's shoving stuff in his mouth.
I know.
Yeah, he is.
Just giving him shit. All right.
No.
Oh, look at that. Well. Ask and you shall receive. You thanks for that sub, Amy. Appreciate it. You guys are 18 right now, okay? So remember what I said. 5 will give you advantage on any roll.
You know, I was thinking about this actually yesterday, and I should have used it. I should have used it for an advantage roll on pegging Ollie's dad.
Oh yeah, right. That whole thing. Right. You would have used 5. You would have burned
Okay,
all of your
you.
Chrono Deviants
Yeah.
to get advantage, but you would still have had problems with your, issues with, assault charges that would be brought against you, unless you persuaded them.
Pretty good persuasion.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how things go.
I don't have good persuasion.
Go good.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You're in the bar.
It was Gulch. Leave me alone. Just want to run away.
Yeah, lies, slander. Hold on, I gotta make sure everything's over here is good. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're fine. Cool. You're in the bar. You have gotten your orders. The waiter, formerly known as Dan, has disappeared for a minute. He is gone for about 10 minutes. He comes back out. He has all of your orders, and he picks up your drinks at the bar. He hands them around, and he goes back to the bar to talk to his boss. You notice that two
Right,
patrons
Nita.
leave.
You go first. Take a sip.
You drink this. It is
It's a little
fantastic.
saltier than I was expecting, but not too bad.
It's like salted caramel rum mixed with
Right? That's great to
Heavy
hear.
cream.
heavy cream. Yes. Oh, yeah. Love Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm sorry, lunch.
It's fine. No, it's fine. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. It was fine. Okay. You get your food, you get your drink.
Take a sip.
Why don't you slap those cock shots back and order another? Did you want to so your new
More
friend
rounds.
comes over and he slams his two drinks down. Boom, boom.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yeah, so did you guys like that? Did those drinks were
It was
pretty new
different.
on the menu.
But-
I think
I
I've
love
had
'em.
better.
You've had better? Where are you guys from?
Yeah. Not around
Not here.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously no one's around from around here. 'Cause, everybody's like,
Where are you
dead or-
from?
Dead or gone. Me? Oh, I'm from Arias. I came over with a crew from Arias. What's your names? I'm Solomon, by the way. You don't like my name? My name make you laugh,
All right.
sir? Is that what's happening?
No, it's not
Oh.
your name. It's just you caught me off guard.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My name's Enra.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
And these are my I suppose now my friends.
Cool traveling together. Yeah, doing a little group vacay. Is that what's happening? You coming to see the sights of
Yeah.
Ascalon?
We're just
Go back
passing
to a better
through,
place.
but we heard
Why?
the bar was just phenomenal.
Because there's nothing here. Oh, did you come to see the ruins and stuff? Is that what happened? Try to. Are you guys thrill seekers? You try to go to places where people may have died and talk to their ghosts and stuff.
I mean,
Well,
Is
I'm
that
not
what's
saying
going on?
deny. That's what I'm not saying. We're not doing that.
Well, what was your name, my man?
Oh, Terrence Slowgold.
Terrence Slowgold. Wow, that
Yes.
is a mouthful, and I love it. Terrence
Yes.
Slowgold.
Yeah,
That just rolls off the tongue, man.
it really
That's
does.
real
Right?
good. It's real good. Super good. Are you you don't have any family around here, do you?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Say again?
Enra?
You don't have any family
Yeah.
around here, do you?
It just went down the wrong pipe. That's all. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm okay. I'm alright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm sorry. I guess I
Sorry.
get really chatty. They
just-
don't let us talk a whole lot on our shift, so I get really chatty right before a shift, and I've had a few drinks, so I apologize. So thanks for letting me.
What do you normally? What do you normally do here?
Mostly nail things.
Nail things.
Boards, I don't know. What I do
So
construction.
you repair the.
Yeah. I mean, I repair buildings, and I'm working on the church over there. So it's been slow going, but I think we're making some progress after 3 weeks.
And
Do you have any recommendations on what we should do in the area while we're here?
Yeah, pack up and get the fuck out.
You want to come with us?
I would love to, but I have bills to pay and mouths to feed. So unfortunately, I'm stuck on this commission. That would be great.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You have who to feed?
So I hate kids back home in Arnius.
Why don't you bring the kids along? We've got a ship.
This is do you look around, man? There's nothing here. There's nothing for them to do. Like they just be bored, and they've
Well,
got
that's plenty of
school,
things to
and
do on a
their
ship.
mother needs to
Why
take.
do
They're totally fine at home. Boring.
They could do a lot on a ship,
I mean, on a ship, that's a different story. Their uncle will probably show them all that stuff while I'm gone.
While you're gone.
Yeah. I mean, like he lives in town.
Hmm.
He's checks in on them from time to time. Like make sure that everything's good.
Sure he does.
He does. What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying he keeps a close eye on your family.
He does. That's exactly what he does. He writes me a letter like every 3 days.
Uh-huh.
You don't say anything wrong with that.
Don't. We're close.
Should probably check it.
What's
Probably
wrong with
check
you?
your wife.
Aren't you
mate.
close with your family? Do you have any siblings? Me and my bro are like this. Tight.
Wait, what is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Are you gonna do it?
What do you?
Did he do this?
I
Yeah.
said
No, this is out of character. Okay, I didn't see
Oh.
that. Okay.
I went tight. We're tight. We're like this.
What is he doing?
I'm like,
It's
oh,
good.
yeah,
Eyes
Can't pay attention.
up,
I
we're
guess
just
it's
tight. I
tasty
was like,
morsel of
I
health.
missed
It's so
that. I
good.
missed something. All right. Do you know any other information about this sort of line? Is there a sort of general store or anything? Of
No.
sorts?
I mean, like everything that we brought, from Arias, which is about a 2-day journey that way across the pond, or across the lake or river. Sorry, I've had a few drinks, and I'm about to go hammer a bunch of shit. So I thought that I should hammer myself first.
Getting hammered before you hammer.
I
I respect that.
the price is right.
Do you know of anybody
We
who
get to
might...
drink for free here, by the way. What?
Oh.
Ooh.
Do you know of anyone that might be willing to like sell some food related items? I understand that, you guys just have your supplies, but like just wondering if there's anything that anyone would be
I mean,
willing to...
I know what there's like a camp about, I don't know, 600 yards that way. Some bard was in here talking about heading that direction to like see if they had some sort of bead on a ship coming in. So I don't know, maybe they're like waiting on a ship or something. Maybe they've got something.
Okay. Am I recognizing that he's just talking about us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem. No
and your
problem.
information.
You guys want around for the road, or you sticking around to like, I don't know, close the place down and then have to walk back wherever you're from? Or...
Yeah, let's
Check
all
out-
have a cum shot up for the road.
Yeah,
Let's
who
have a cum
doesn't?
shot
Who
for
doesn't
the
want one?
fucking
Yeah,
road.
right.
All right.
Hey man, I like this one. This
Have a
chick,
cum shot for the road.
if you're in Arias, okay, you ever find yourself at Patty's Dine and Stein, you look me up, okay? Because I usually hang out there all the time, and we're gonna drink so good. It's gonna be like free drinks all night. I know the bartender, I know the owners. It's great, VIP treatment. Bottle
Is your
service.
wife joining us?
Of course, duh. She works there.
Oh, good. I'd love to meet her.
Yeah. I mean, she'd love to meet you too. I'm sure. Got all that red hair and shit. Anyway. I'm gonna hammer these out. I'm gonna head over there. Gooblechok, yo, I'm done. I'm out. Peace. He like, gives a little, and you hear Driz
Time
like,
is-
stop serving that guy cock shots. All right, he does not. The church is gonna look so fucked up. The church is not going to look right. You know that. I say, yeah, all right. I'm sorry. I lost my head. He was with them. I didn't know what to do. And you see Dan like kind of like tuck his chin. And he goes down below or down into the kitchen.
Solomon's still with us, or has he wandered off?
Solomon starts to like get up to go. He brushes himself off and he's walking out. He's waving.
All right, we'll wave by, and as the doors close behind him, I'm gonna send message to him.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, at this point, we're just drunk and having fun, right?
I mean,
this guy,
if you're drunk if you want to be.
or maybe not drunk. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy.
Tip.
I'm having
Feeling
a good
loose.
time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you're a little buzzed,
And
a little
he's-
tipsy.
He's walking away, and I'm just gonna send a message over to him and just whisper,
Bring me your soul.
and that's it.
You hear like, son of a bitch, what again? Like you hear
Smells
like
a deer.
as he's walking away. What the
I'm just
fuck
gonna
was that?
laugh, and just keep eating.
And he like takes an abrupt turn. As he opens the door though, Mirda, make me a perception check, please. Okay. So
Really thought fucking Gulch was here for a second.
yeah, I thought Colts was gonna kill this dude.
Whisper, you're dying.
After he leaves, as the door was opening, Mirda, you see as the door opens and he leaves, like in a little bit of a distance, there's this form on the ground looking back in at the tavern, right at you, like right at you. And it looks to be a small creature that's very fox shaped. What does it look like?
Does it look like Fen?
I don't know. What does it look
Finn.
like? What does it look like?
It looks like a fox.
What does Finn look like?
He has mixed fur. Real cute. I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna go run straight towards it.
As you the door shuts, you see the door opens. You see him as you see your friend, your new friend leave. The door shuts. You hear the scream of your friend. Oh God! Well, not again. And as you open the door, you see something scurrying off in the middle distance, directly towards the camp that you guys were at.
Damn it to hell. Guys, we gotta go. Are you guys done here? We gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, Drez.
Yeah.
What we got? What do we owe you?
It's what do you guys have? The trout and the shots. How many shots did you guys have?
I'm just gonna throw down 3 gold.
Okay. Yeah, sure, cool. Thanks, we're good.
All right, and then I'll follow.
Come back and see us next time.
Actually, it's 2 gold, and I take 1.
Is it still good? Still great prices. This is amazing. This is the best night I've had
Sorry.
all week. As you guys are leaving, you notice a small boy come out to like clean up your tables.
Oh,
Roll me a D100.
shit. Did I click?
Oh,
Oops.
Mirna, this.
Oh, my thing wasn't scroll all the way now. That's why. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Go for the first one, not the second one. Ignore the second one.
Ignore the second one. Wait. Does this beat your DC?
No,
Yeah.
they both fail.
They're both fail.
They both
right?
fail. It doesn't matter.
I mean, Mirda's is obviously gonna always
I
fucking
got
win.
it.
So
I don't know
Raiders,
how
you
I
can-
lose.
You look back and you realize you recognize this kid from something, but you don't know where from, because that wasn't your memory that you placed into Inra's, right? It was you placed it into him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, place it in his mind.
So you recognize this kid, and you have a memory open up to you of that same moment, but it seems like a dream. So you can do with that with what you want. Basically, you remember the same thing he remembered that you gave him.
Hey, Enra,
Yeah.
does that kid look familiar to you?
Inra failed
Um,
his his memory roll, so he does not know.
But if he had that memory, would he not have remembered?
He
Well, that's true
can
too.
now roll for history if you'd like.
Oh,
Okay, I'll roll for history.
Since he now has this
Um,
memory, but he doesn't know if it's real or not, he can then roll history to see if he remembers anything from that.
Is that a D100?
It's a D.
No,
it's a
just
history check, like a history roll
Oh, got it. Hold on.
skill.
I'm using my left hand with the mouse. Give me 1 second.
Fix that.
Why? Oh.
I don't want to know.
We all
it's
know
dirty.
why.
I was eating food.
So
Yeah.
you do. You recognize this kid. This is the kid that fucking died in front of your eyes in that memory. That was really weird. It feels like a dream. But you see this kid, and his
And
face
I-
is embedded in your mind. But he's here. And he's right as rain.
My eyes get like really wide, and I'm just like, we've got to go. We got to go.
Didn't you? But
This-
didn't
this
wait?
isn't-
Didn't you? You killed that kid, right?
I didn't. Clearly I didn't. If he's still
Sure.
here, right?
You were happy that he died.
I was not happy. I was thrilled, but that's not the point.
But what if that was the future? We have to tell him that you're gonna kill
I
him.
don't think that you don't meddle with any sort of
I'm gonna tell
timeline.
him.
Do you have no? Don't tell him anything. What are you doing?
Okay. Well,
He is fine. This is clearly something different than whatever we experience, whatever we're experiencing now via our memories. It can't be it. It can't be it.
stay
I would
away from
never
that
what are
kill
you
kid.
guys talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. We're on our way out.
I
right?
think I
Right,
saw
Leda?
my fox outside. I think I saw.
The fox from your division dream.
No, remember
Right.
Sarah said that she
Oh,
saw
right.
chased him onto the boat. I think I saw
Right.
him.
Do you
Completely forgot
still?
about Sarah. Sarah isn't still locked in the dungeon, is she? She's like out and about. Right?
Sarah does
Last
what
I-
Sarah wants. I don't know.
Last I heard, I put her into a room to sleep. She was disrobing. I closed the door. I don't know what happened to Sarah after that.
You
So-
watched Sarah disrobe.
I didn't
You
watch her.
pervert.
No, she disrobed in front of me, and I closed the door and went to sleep. That's all that happened.
Likely story. That's what they all say.
Filthy.
Who's they all? It was
Disgusting.
All right.
Men.
There's a fox. There's a fox. And we need
Where-
to focus on this fox.
Where did the fox go?
I don't know. I didn't quite see it. It ran away. I think
Okay, I'm
maybe
going to.
maybe towards that village.
I'm gonna
All right,
open
lead the way.
door.
Merida.
I'm gonna open up the door and send Winston, because he's kind of in the rafters. He's gonna kind of like swoop through the door up in the air, and I was gonna telepathically just be like, "Hey, look for a fox."
Does Winston have a perception
Oh,
or an investigation? I guess. I don't think he does.
Give me a second.
But you can
Wait,
roll a
wait.
perception if he's got it.
Bring it up. Character sheet. He's got a +3 perception.
Okay, so roll a d20 and then add
Oh, yeah.
3 to that.
All right, D20. So 14.
14. He sees something that is scurrying off at a rate that he can't keep up with, actually, with his flight.
Okay.
But it does seem to look like a fox or some sort of small creature, matching the description.
Okay. And is it the same direction that Mirda thought it was going?
It is the direction of the camp that you guys walked, that Benra and Scully were at.
Okay. So Winston seems to think that he sees something heading towards camp. Are we following this thing? What's the
Yeah,
significance
let's
of this
go.
fox?
Let's go. It's extremely important to me. Just you're gonna have to trust me, and we're gonna have to go after it.
I trust you. Just wanted to make sure I knew what we're doing.
So you guys headed to camp.
Yeah.
You're muted, Inra.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go.
We
Okay.
follow Gulch.
No worries. So you guys head back to camp, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. When you arrive at camp,
They're all dead.
No. When you arrive at camp, you see a lot of people that you did not that did not disembark from the ship. They're actually they were already there. There were many people that were already at the campsite. They were meant to help load up what was needing to be put into the cargo hold, and also the other ship's equipment. And you hear a lot of sounds, like banging and a lot of repair sounds that are going on to the ship. You notice that some things are going on in the ship, and a lot of the men are up there and they're hoisting things up and they're moving things around. You do notice that a handful of them are taking a break. They're around a bonfire. You guys see this, right? It's not dynamic lighting.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I see it.
Okay, good.
You can see the fire
Where do
crackling.
we,
Yeah, good.
where do we walk into?
So you guys are right where you're placing, right there. Yep. So as you're walking in, you're coming in that direction. You're headed directly to the campfire. You do not notice that there is any fox anywhere. You don't see any tracks, nothing like that. It's like it ends abruptly right before it gets here. And yeah. You see Scully, who is surrounded by a group of the men who are not from your ship, but they're helping. There's a group of other men that are up above where the campfire is on the map. They are grabbing large boxes and they're hoisting them up, and they're putting them onto the ship. And it seems to be something that's been going on since you left. It is starting to get dark. It was half day whenever it was noon whenever you got to the tavern. You spent a good few hours there. It's about 6 o'clock now, and the sun is starting to go down. You still have a little bit of light, but it's starting to become evening time. You see Benra walk out of a tent, and you see him shake a hand through the tent, and the hand seems to have these talon-like fingers and a bracer that does not seem like anything you've seen, and the skin color, the tone of the hand seems to be red. And he's saying something you can't hear. He's too far away. And then he heads back your direction into the campsite. So he kind of stops at the camp. What are you gonna do?
So Winston can't find that fox anymore. We got over here and he can't see the fox anymore. So I don't know I don't know.
I think the fox might have been leading us here.
Might have.
Why?
I don't know
It
yet.
seems something's off here. Something doesn't seem right. Can I cast minor illusion? Oh, it's just 30 feet.
Cast where you want.
Never mind. Fuck. I didn't realize it was 30 feet. It's not enough.
I mean, you can walk to where you need to go, and then
You're not in combat.
yeah, you're not in combat. I mean, you can go wherever you want. There's no turns, no. I mean, your actions and stuff like that are all. There's no need to.
Okay. Can I go over here?
Yeah, you walk where you want.
Yeah, and
Do whatever
then
you
cast minor illusions like way in the distance away from the camp, like an explosion. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 30 feet is. I mean, whatever the whatever the range is
Yes.
of your spell.
Casting distance.
It would be
Yeah.
like right here or so.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, you can do that. What you gonna cast?
I'm gonna cast minor illusion. Let's do like a giant explosion.
A giant explosion.
Can I do that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Minor explosion.
Or I guess it would be a minor explosion.
A minor explosion.
Some sort
So you
of-
want like a big booming sound to happen?
I want a big booming sound
Okay.
for everyone to look that way.
Hold on a second. Let me.
And then after I cast that, I'll run back to the group because I'm scared.
Okay. Hold on a second. For some reason, sound is turned off for me, which means no one. I'm gonna have to refresh my computer here real quick. Give me a second. There we go. So yes, you cast this this loud booming sound. Boom, boom. Goes off in the distance. Do I have a boom? Do I have a boom? Is it like a cannon? What do you want? What do you want to make it sound like?
Honestly, yeah, a cannon sounds good. Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
a cannon.
So you hear there's this large cannon sound that kind of like blasts off into the distance off to the side, and you see all of the men kind of rush to that area to investigate. Scully included. Benrod starts to take his leave, and you he notices you, and he says, "Oh, back from the tavern, yeah."
Yeah, all back from the tavern. Did you guys hear that? What's going on?
I heard that. Do you know what that was? Sounded like cannon fire. That can't be right, though.
It did. How far are we from the shore?
Easily, like 60 miles.
That's quite odd. Is there a ship that could possibly be an older ship that could possibly be marooned from years ago?
Did I say 60? I meant 16. Sorry. Looking at my map, I'm like, wait, no, we're not that far.
Do you think it could be possibly an enemy ship then?
We still wouldn't have heard anything that far away unless, of course, they had something that can fly themselves.
We have an airship. Maybe they have a ground ship.
They could have it.
Are there any other airships like this one?
Not that I'm aware of. This is the
Well, somebody had to make this.
That you're aware of.
Based off of goblin technology, and if there were goblins in the sky, I think that we'd know about it by now.
Well,
Maybe.
clearly you don't. That might have come from something. Do you think they might have matched your technology in some sort of way?
I highly
Or
doubt
sold
it.
it to someone?
That's
Or
not
sold it to someone.
possible. That's not. He crosses his arms and he's like, "Fuck!"
What did you do?
They beat us to it.
Oh.
What, it beat you to what?
What?
all right, hold on. And he like walks over to you guys, to you, Inra specifically. And he gets up in your face. He's like, "We're headed to Dog Brag, but we're gonna need some money when we get there. And I was planning on selling the plans, but that doesn't mean that someone else hasn't already had that idea."
I'm sorry. You owe Doc Bragg money.
Don't you?
How much?
That's what I
How much
thought.
money do you owe?
It's a sizable sum. It's equal to yours,
All right.
but I think I've got a way in without having any problems. I've just made a deal with someone who's going to be helping vouch for us when we get there.
Who's this person?
His name is Tor. He's Dragonborn. He's from there.
Tor. All right.
Yeah,
Do you trust him?
I trust him with my life. And he trusts me with his, as I have saved his.
All right. So, I just want to make sure this is clear. You're telling me we're going to sneak into Doc Bragg?
Well,
with a fellow
no,
named
we
Tor?
won't. I'm telling you that we won't have to. He's brokered a deal.
You're gonna sell these plans, and then we're gonna just be
Right.
welcome back.
Yes, and he's going to vouch for us. We are going to be fine, welcomed in with no troubles. We'll be able to lay low there until things have settled here, or find out what's going on. I believe that there's some answers to be had there.
All right.
Sorry, did you say Tor?
I'm sorry, did you eavesdrop on my conversations with my son? I'm sorry.
I mean,
you
to be
speak
fair,
very
your son's
loudly.
your
To
son's
be-
not
to be
very-
I
fair,
have a
Ben,
voice
you
that
are-
carries.
Not quite. You're not quite.
I'm sorry.
Not
I've
quite
been on edge with
secretive
cannon
with your
fire in the
voice.
distance. It's been a rough few days. Yes.
I apologize. I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
Sorry. It's just on the ship.
Loud for us
You
to
know,
be-
there's certain things you just tune out, and this is. I apologize. I didn't. I trust you all fully. You're friends of my son's, and now I hope that you can trust me with a friend of mine.
Yeah, you said Tor.
Yes. Would you like to meet him?
I would love to meet him.
All right. Give me a minute. I'll
Gulch, do you know a Tor?
He walks
Yeah.
up back to that tent.
Gulch, do
The-
you know a Tor?
The author of these books I've been trying to decipher is a Tor, a Dragonborn.
Is he Dragonborn?
Oh wait, we don't know that. I
Well,
know
it's
the name,
It's written in Dragonborn and Infernal.
but I don't know that
That-
his friend is Dragonborn. I just know the name.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Or did I see? Oh no, you said we saw like a red Dragonborn scale hand.
Yeah, you saw like a red Dragonborn's hand like pop out of that tent, and he's headed back up to that tent to grab him. And you see him like enter the tent. You hear a bit of a discussion. You see like the light inside, kind of like showing like a little bit of a, back and forth. And then Benra, he comes out. He walks a few steps. He looks back. He notices that his friend is not produced, so he walks a few steps back, and as he does, he calls out to him, "Tor, they'd like to meet you. Pretty important." Tor?
Joe.
Why the hell are you disturbing me?
I'm so sorry. I just had to bring.
I have to plan things
I
expertly
I
to do.
understand, but we've had a bit of a misunderstanding, and I just want to make sure that they have put their minds at ease so that everything is settled before we.
Uh-huh. Well. So what's up?
Well, this is You want to put your token on right next to me?
No. Where the hell is my token?
It should be in the
Bear
hold on,
with.
Let me double check. You sure?
There it is.
There we go.
Where are you?
So, what do they see whenever they? I'm right here. I'm this guy. What do they see whenever you walk out of the tent?
What do you mean? What did they say? See me, tall as Shanks.
A
You've
red
more
dra-
than likely heard of me. I mean, the Cavern Tavern's Cavern, of course.
Of course, yes. This is my red dragonborn friend, of course. Yes, there he is in all his glory. This is my friend, and the one who will be garnering us passage to Dogbrag. Feel free, ask him all the questions you wish, and I'll leave you be. There's plenty of food over there by the campfire, and
Good.
Yeah,
Alright.
you heard him. You heard him, Gulch. Go ahead, ask him anything you want. Go ahead, Gulch. Go ahead.
I just want to say hello. I've been, I'm a big, well, I don't want to say a big fan of your books, but I've been, I have a couple copies of your books, and I've been just trying to go through and
What do you
they're a little
mean,
bit
my
damaged?
While I'm very versed in multiple medium, the writings are more personal usually. So why do you have my personal items?
I am a member of the Tollmeisters, and I was actually given 2 different copies of what seemed to be some sort of book of ballads to go through and decipher, as we've had some issues trying to translate some of the book, but meeting you in person is just, I can't believe, I'd never thought I'd ever meet and the author of any of the books I've been trying to research.
Well, thank you. Well, yes, it bothers me that my work's being plagiarized, but fine. Guess if someone got a hold, are you sure it's? Does it say what color the tour was? Not that there's more than one, but there's been some chaos in multiple worlds. Cleric-ish, roguish.
you have not been able to determine that from the scrawlings that you read. There's nothing in it that would suggest it's anything other than a bard.
I apologize. I've been looking through, some of the pages have kind of faded a little bit, so I'm still having some trouble. All I know is that there's some bard ballads, and I apologize for assuming that you might be the same person. I just, the name, the description of the author, your magnificent features, I just assumed they're the same.
Well, thank you. Your flattery will get you multiple places. It might be me, but again, I don't really lend out my books. I have more of a stone an eye stone that I would give out to people, and that would carry my limericks and poems across. Bads. She was the last one I gave one to many years ago, but time is just strange to me.
Did you write a book called I'd Rather Not?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Well, Gulch, why don't you just show him the books that you have?
Yeah, of course. And I'll pull the books out. And
Some of this looks, that's sort of my handwriting, and yes, this limerick. Magic dragonborn casting a spell in the mountains, covering wizards in glory, flying through majestic skies. It seems like something I write, but I like to drink, among other things, and so sometimes my passages just pass me by. In one ear, out the anus, through the fingertips, it's all over the place.
So this is mildly amusing because these texts seem to have been important to some of the people that are important to me. So
Oh, that's
Hearing you
good.
speak about them this way is kind of amusing.
Well, I try to keep a little joke in everything I do, just for fun, to keep it real. Because, I mean, you can only read about someone dying and coming back alive a few days later, and just get bored with it after a while. You just gotta zing it up a bit.
Now, would you have any idea as to why some of these books might have some sort of magical property to them?
I don't know. I mean, I bard things left and right. Sometimes I sing something and it casts a spell. I don't know my own barding strength sometimes, but really, I just. What was the food at? I'm by the fire here, but I don't see the food.
It's a table that's here. Hold on. Make this table. Fine.
Ping me.
Well,
Well, if you're coming on this adventure, I'll assuming you're okay with it, I might bug you a little bit later.
All right. Just make an appointment. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Tor, is it?
Yes.
What do you know of Doc Bragg?
Bragdock?
Sure.
Well, I have been looking for the ultimate gig in Bragdock. And I believe it's going to be the best thing. I mean, I've done many a show. I mean, I have made the Caverns Cavern the ideal place to go to hear any sort of music or entertainment. But I want to branch out. I want to announce things, because just to take the power and to juggle it in my hands and to throw it back in the people's face and then bring on the actual act. That's kind of what I'm planning on. So that's why I'm traveling there. I've spoke to Benra.
Right, and so Benra spoke that you know of a way in, right?
I don't know.
you have your connections, obviously, that you're going to at the dock that you're going to allow us passage through because of
Yes, I've got friends in low places, high
right.
places,
He's got
medium
connections.
places,
See,
all places.
my man is solid.
Solid, eh?
And-
All right.
How do you two know each other exactly?
Well, we go way back. That's tell
Many
for
moons. Many moons.
many moons, one might say. Yes. Picked him
Saved him
up
from
over
a
on
fleet
the
of ferrets one time. It was truly
Tor.
funny.
You said you wouldn't speak of that.
I can't help it.
All right. I'm sorry. Speak of what exactly? I can't quite hear you
Nothing.
when you whispering.
Nothing. There's nothing going on
Ferrets.
here. Nothing about
Finra
ferrets.
fears ferrets.
I have no fears of ferrets. There's no
Ferrets,
fear
do you,
whatsoever.
Father.
No.
That's
This is
quite
lies and
interesting.
slander. My friend here betrays me.
In order to test
In
slander
life
on if
and
it's
also
lies,
in
there's only
Dungeons
one
and
way to find
Dragons.
out.
You son of a bitch. Don't.
In order to
You want some
That's
It's a
fake
story.
in order to
soon.
test slander,
I don't know
there's
what
only one
you're
way to
talking
find out, and
about.
if it's if it's true or not. So that's quite interesting.
Oh, we have these little
Mira,
jokes back
can
and
you
forth,
do-
we and I.
Mira, can you polymorph yourself into a ferret? Penny?
Don't. Please don't.
I actually can.
Fuck me and all the maidens. Oh my god.
I won't.
Thank you.
But-
Not now. Just
Okay,
I'll
I
give
have
you
one
one
here
for
who
future.
I keep as a companion sometimes.
It's no
See,
ferret.
watch as
It's no
Benra
ferret.
runs away.
It's no ferret. No ferret. No. It's an ostrich. It's an emu. What is this? Puppetry. Bullshit.
Goodness
Oh,
gracious.
see, he lies. He
Found him in
has a
Holia.
great sense of humor, my friend.
I honestly just think I think ferrets might be my favorite animal now.
Listen, no, I don't
Pretty
think it
lovely.
is. I think that's
Learned
the
something new about
quickest
myself.
way to a short death in this campaign.
I hope it's not genetic.
Definitely not genetic.
Don't Don't bring any pets around me, all right? That's all I'm saying. Some people might keep them for pets. I keep them for necklaces. Dead necklaces. Son of a
After
bitch.
this whole ferret exchange, honestly, Tor, I now trust you more than ever.
Well, good. I'm glad that there's
That's
some
how I
productivity
work.
going on here.
Truly how I work.
Rather follow you than Benra over here. He just
Oi, my
Really seem
born
to know what's
boy, my
going on.
flesh and blood. This is a betrayal. I
be
shall
all right.
retire. Tell them nothing of the ferret's tour. I will see you in the morning. Please maintain our contract as per the signature. I'm going to sleep now. He goes off and he goes
Bye,
into
Tor.
a tent.
Oh,
No, Tor,
goodbye,
not Tor.
Benra.
Benra. Benra's he's frustrated. He's flustered. He obviously leaves as Tor apparently is gorging himself on this fresh plate of our table full of little victuals.
I am a large dragonborn. I need my substance.
More substance than you need. There's nothing left for the rest of us.
Well, I used to have a casting spell, but that may be someone else. I have multiple memories I think I've lost.
All right.
I don't really know who
Tor.
Arul is, but some reason I like her. That frosty bitch.
All right.
Mirda,
Tor.
make me a history check.
Ooh, what? Me? What?
No, Mirda. Mirda. No.
Wow, it's a lot of history.
Super bad. It's okay. You tried your best.
Picture
I
it,
did.
2002.
Anything else you guys try to ask Tor?
Your friends that you say that you know that has some sort of entrance into Dorkbrug or vice versa. How do you know them?
As I said, I've been entertaining for years across many continents, and I
Very
have
minty,
many eye stones. Very minty. Spear minty.
Very okay, all right. It's very spearminty.
Have you been to the
So-
Spearmint Lands to the north?
Not quite yet, but I definitely want a very good, refreshing
It'll
taste.
give you a 5 on a scale of 1 to 2.
Oh, more like a scale of 1 to orbit. But anyway,
I understood that reference. Thank you.
all right. I believe you. It seems like we're gonna be well on the way there. If Gulch and Mira, of course, agree to this.
Well,
Yeah, hey, could
I-
I get you to sign one of my books?
Anything for a fan, especially a tiefling. It's you're not dragonborn, but I dig it, bro.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
High five halvesies.
Do you sign his book?
Yes.
Okay. When you sign his book, the book opens to a certain page. And you notice that there's all this like kind of there's a glow about it, and it does not seem familiar to you what the glow's color is, but the words ring true, and a warding spell seems to fire off at your touch, and it says this.
To whom it may concern. No, wait. Erase that part. I bet I'm going to be in some sort of awesome quest, the leader of said quest. To my fellow companions who followed me into the depths of hell itself. If you're reading this message, well, you aren't reading it, it's being read to you because magic is awesome. Anyway, if you've received this message, then it means that I am no longer with you. That I am no longer gracing the crowd of the Tavern's Caverns Tavern. And I have gone up into the big tavern in the sky to put on a performance for someone. Anywho, I bet I liked you a lot, but I'm dead. It's probably your fault. Especially if you have a thing with daggers. You probably stabbed me in the back multiple times. But all things must die, and, well, I'm just a thing, it seems. Please do not bury my body. I would prefer to be burned, because that just seems more fitting. Oh, and by the way, and I know you wouldn't do this because I don't associate myself with a bunch of greedy bastards, but it's highly recommended that you don't take my things before my body is burned, because I cursed everything. It's a thing that magicians and bards and wizards will do. It's kind of a F you to the person who kills them. So please, burn my body, and then you may distribute my things amongst yourselves. If you have already taken my things before burning my body, well, let's just say you've been cursed. But I bet there's nothing for you to worry about. So I'll be off, and to you, I'm way off, because I'm nowhere to be seen, because apparently I'm dead. Again, I'm sure it's not your fault. I'm sure I didn't make some grand gesture to save you all just so that you can pillage my things. Well, cheers.
Ah, yes. Someone remember a dragon? No, not a dragon. A vampire of Straudian type make and being cool to the group, even though they were a bunch of homicidal maniacs. Except for Baz. Baz was cool. That's about it. That's all I remember.
I immediately start checking myself. I immediately start checking myself for daggers. I don't
We all
think that
touched
happened.
it.
Tor, you recognize this as a you have that memory and you share it with them, but like you also recognize that this is your spell. It was your voice, but you don't remember having to use it. And why is this very personal message from you on these forgeries?
I mean, that would be something I would put on my own supplies, not just a page in a book or 2 pages. I'm quite wordy. But, yes, it's confusing. Again, I've been in multiple bodies, minds, places. It's confusing.
So, when are you from?
Well, I spent a lot of time in Barovia, and by time I mean I don't really know how long. I was just sort of
No.
there, but
No, not where. When are you from?
today? I mean, if you're
Because
trying to ask my age, that is very rude.
You look great.
Thank you. Scales don't crack.
It just seems like if we all heard the same thing. I'm assuming you all heard it, right? Or was
Yeah,
it just
everybody heard
Gulch?
that. Yeah, everybody heard that.
Okay.
It was within earshot.
It just seems like this may have been written or cursed when, well, when you expected to die. And if you don't remember that, I'm just wondering, did you make it in some sort of different timeline, possibly?
What do you know about different
Maybe.
timelines?
Well, not much, but I do know that Gulch and Mida here didn't know each other up until 5 days ago, and then we were all of a sudden in a adventure together where we've also experienced an adventure in another universe or timeline or something or another, and we've also been experiencing so many memories or visions or dreams, so it's a little bit unfortunate for you to kind of be here with the book and the things, and it just kind of well, I guess you would say it fits.
It sounds like something this world would do.
Exactly.
But maybe I do have a companion who is meditating at the moment. He might know something. He's got a weird brain. He's a fighter. He's very mechanical in the way he acts, but he might be able to help. But as I said, he's meditating.
If you summon a deer, I will leave.
Oh, I don't do. The only thing I do with deer is make them jerky.
Okay, great. Doesn't know a deer. It's awesome.
Especially that Bambi, delicious veal.
I would agree. I would definitely agree. But who's your companion? Who's meditating? Is he here?
Yeah, but like I said, he's busy. He's meditating. He will not arise until I get to Darkbrag. He's very picky.
Understood.
If I interrupt him, his heads will roll. Not mine. We're good friends, but someone's head. Possibly yours. Just duck.
All right, and then I'm gonna step back here. Great.
Did the signature stick to the book before it lit up?
Yes, the signature is engraved into as he like did that. Like it's almost like there's some sort of magical element to it that it like becomes part of the book and engraves itself onto the cover of the book that you have.
Okay. I'm no longer focusing on any of the conversation around me. I'm just like fascinated with one, oh my god, I got his signature. And two, the fact that it just engraved itself magically on the book. I'm just like very curious about this.
Got his autograph, huh? It's nice.
I'm just gonna go over and sit in the corner.
While
by
this
myself.
has happened, you realize that the people who were kind of looking into that whole situation with the sound that happened earlier have now given up on that, and they have gone back to working on maintaining, like putting things on the ship and making sure that things are tip top there, and they're like putting all of the giant boxes that you see here onto the ship, as others are have gone to sleep. Scully, he walks over and says, "Hey everyone! Oh, I see that you've met Benra's friend Tor, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. He's going to be heading out with us in the morning. It's going to be really early. And might need some help there, Gulch, for breakfast, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to hit the hay, and I suggest you all do the same. We're going to be heading out as soon as everything's packed up. They're going to kind of wake us up, so might be a good idea to get some rest. Going to be back on the boat, so might want to rest your head on a nice cot on the ground before we have to take off another 5 days. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna nod off.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you have a question? What's up?
Well, for Tor.
Oh, all right. See you
I
later.
just
Fuck
think
off.
Yeah.
He goes into his tent. He's like,
Love
gone.
you too. Love you so much.
It's like a turn of endearment. It's not like he's not angry at you.
last.
Fuck off. All right.
Tor, have you heard of us? Has there been any talk of the town since you've been traveling quite a while, right? Since you're a bard, you play in many different establishments. Have you heard any word on us?
Honestly, I can't say that I have. I mean, there is talk, but usually I just sort of had my own material that I will sing about, and when, you know, the barmaids and mans doing their thing and the people are drinking, I'm just sort of tuning my lute or my bagpipes and just not giving a damn and just waiting to get paid to go on to the next gig. If they're not listening to me, I'm not listening to them.
Do you have your loot out, Tor, while you're doing this?
Unfortunately, I don't. It is packed in the tent.
Okay. Got it. No worries. Just
And
checking.
loot back because it's just not programmed at the moment.
You get one of those MIDI loot controllers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All I really have are crowd noises, which that's only for self-justification. I'm not going to do it now. That's what you're waiting for.
Definitely waiting for that.
prepped. It was prepped. No, it wasn't. Oh, yes.
I was trying to bring one up and it didn't work. Oh well. It's fine.
I don't know how to use my own stuff anymore.
It's been a while. It's been too long.
don't have any more questions for him. Do either of you do?
Well, so you're also traveling, but you're just traveling to play more gigs in.
Just looking for the ultimate gig. I mean, well, not the ultimate gig. That's to come. But anyway, but just trying to change things up. I've played many taverns. I've played many cabins. I've played many bars. I just want to try something different, more in an arena based. I mean, get the big stadium and sort of hype man. Haven't done that.
Have you ever played at the Rum and Row or the Row and Rum? Either one of those.
I've been to the Rummy Roo.
I'm sorry.
The second one.
The Rummy Roo. No, the Rummy Roo.
Sorry.
Or is that the same?
The Rummy Roo. That's
The Rummy
another
Roo.
one.
That's an old folks home
Was
in Aquilonia.
Is that a 55 plus community possible?
Well,
Old
yes,
adventurers.
I mean, they say Roo because, like, I guess they feel like young and cozy, but they're really just wrapped up so they can't run out.
Rummy Roo. I have not
Rummy
been
Roo.
there yet. I don't think
Good
I
rum,
want
though.
to go there.
Good rum.
Oh well, if it's good
Yeah.
rum, I might stop by. But all right. So you have no idea who Dirty Dan or Pinhead are?
I
Are
do
those
not.
familiar characters?
It's nothing speaks to me. They sound like real Hellraisers.
Yeah, we didn't try and kill the king, just so you know. We did it. We didn't.
I like that real non-admission of guilt right there. Like, he doesn't know shit about what you're talking about.
Didn't do that, by the way.
By the way, I didn't kill the king. Fuck.
That was
Fuck you.
out there. Good. Out of character. Good Hellraiser reference. That was
Yeah,
fucking
so good. So good. Oh my god.
All right. I am definitely ready to sleep.
Yeah. Mine
This-
is 10.
This is a little bit too mind bending for me. As long as what's your name? Sloppy Joe toward something.
Sloppy Joe.
As long as you tell us wherever
That's
we're
my
going.
Christian name.
All right.
Sloppy to shit.
All right. Sloppy the shakes.
Sloppy the shakes.
Sloppy Longshanks.
As long as you sloppily tell us where we're going once we get there, I don't really.
I'm going to
have any
Dograg. I
problem.
mean, apparently your father wants me to take
And
you along, and I guess I could vouch for you.
I would like to go to Dogbrag to kind of see the problem in terms of Rum and Run, or Rum and what did you say?
The Rummy Row.
The
Rummy Row.
Rummy Roo.
Rummy Roo.
Rummy
Sorry.
Roo.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Rummy Roo.
Any one of those.
Right
see
next
if
to
there's any
Kanga
sort of
Plus.
Problem. Right next to Kanga. I'm going to bed.
So the night winds down. Everybody kind of like is starting to nod off. All of the cargo seems to be stowed away, and you see the men who were working really diligently through the night. They're starting to go to bed, so it's like starting to get pretty late.
Did
Do you
I
all-
pay attention to where Benra went to bed? Or, like,
Benra went to bed
off?
right here.
Okay.
You're
I
gonna give it a go now?
I have had just enough. You know, I'm the young guy, the young buck of the group, and I've had just enough cock shots in me to feel pretty good. And before we're all heading to bed, right?
Yeah.
So before heading to bed, I'm gonna cast.
Major image. Whoa.
And I just want to make it look like there's just a ton of ferrets in Benra's room, like tents with them.
Oh my god.
So it's just gonna be like a subtle like.
Oh my god.
So when he opens up his eyes, it's just gonna be like, I was gonna say a flock, but that's probably not the correct terminology.
It's called a business? Is what it's
business of
the appropriate
spirits?
term? Oh my fucking god. Hold on. I'm trying to find. I'm locating things. Do I have this?
I think as I do that, I'm gonna be kind of like hiding away so he doesn't realize who it was.
As everybody's bedding down for the night, is that what everybody's doing? What was everybody else doing first?
I'm in a bed. Yeah.
Bed
I
down.
was.
You just pick
yeah,
a
I was
tent.
gonna
Like if
go
there's
to
an
bed.
open tent,
Oh.
you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So like as you guys are picking your tents, like you're going to sleep. It's a peaceful drift off to sleep, and right about the time that you get like right at that moment where you fall asleep and it's peaceful, and you're like, oh yes, finally. Oh my god, you hear this? Ah! And it's the most blood-curdling scream you've ever heard a pirate man make. And you start hearing like the noises of a madman lost to the Vespers, and he's just like swinging around aimlessly in his tent, and he's hitting all of the like post pop. And you hear like all this commotion going out. There's a couple of men that come out. Maybe you like poke your head out of the tent. You see like that his tent has collapsed upon itself as he's kind of like lost in himself. And you see like the top. It looks like a ghost kind of like moving around inside of this tent, the canvas of the tent, as he's still swinging and swatting and screaming like he's being attacked in a way that is indicative of a man being tortured to death, until he finally has lost like all of his energy, and he is continuing to swing as much as he can, and it just is like a flick.
I don't think I'd let it get quite that far. I think after a little bit, I'd like kind of dispel it away from him.
And you
Or,
just hear like
draw
you
my
hear,
concentration.
you just hear the cursing of the worst cursing of a sailor that you've ever heard, and you know, then it turns into mumbling, and is kind of lost in the darkness that is, and then his tent catches fire and he dies. I'm just kidding, that doesn't happen. But it's very obvious that this is not something that is taken like lightly by him. Like he is terrified of whatever it was that was in his tent. Some of the men go and check on him, help him set his tent back up, and you hear like mumblings, but you can't quite understand what is going on in the tent. But yeah, that is what happens when you do this.
I'm gonna die.
He doesn't know that you did it.
That's fair. I'm just gonna roll over and go to sleep now.
Cast this fucking plague on this man, and you just roll over. No problem.
Just cast a level 3 spell. And then
Yeah,
go
you
to
just
bed.
wasted a level 3 spell on him to like put ferrets in his
But I
fucking
mean, he is
mind.
going into a long rest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
true. Okay.
Will he though?
That's fair.
Will he? We'll find out
Ooh.
next week.
Does that mean short rest doesn't take away from our temp health? The one temp health we had.
Well, you're
Is it
having a
only
long
long
rest tonight to go
Oh, okay.
to get on to the
Oh, okay.
next. So you can go ahead and do your long rest. So you will lose your 10 hit points.
Okay.
The next morning, everything's tidied up. All of the tents are like, retracted, put together. Everything's put up. All of the men that are meant to be on the ship, which is actually about a half of the men that went with you originally. The rest of them kind of head into Ascalon, and the rest of them accompany you onto the ship. The next morning, you are boarding the ship, and you notice that there are some adjustments that have been made to the ship. There are sails that kind of flare out to the side. You can tell that they are like meant to be brought into the middle, that if you were to go seabearing, it could allow you to do so. And also you notice that there are some armaments. There are a couple of long guns. There's a harpoon gun. There's a fresh anchor that seems to be better equipped for both air and sea. deployment, and there's a mortar that is used for whatever. There's also a brand new helm that has been installed, and a few more adjustments made to maximize the ship's capacity, and it has been filled to the brim. At the bottom, 2 layers of hellstone, which will part of it will be used to power the ship, which there's a new furnace up above, and there are sails that are on a mast that are raised so that they can be used if you were to go onto the sea. And as they fire that up, you all board, and the parties that are meant to go on to the stern, and you are all getting ready to embark on your journey to Darkbrag, as Scully kind of leads you, Inra, up to the front next to Benra. Benra says, "Son, as discussed before, ship is yours, Captain."
All right then. And then kind of like,
If you need help, just tell me.
yeah, I kind of go in front of the steering wheel here. Doesn't feel like the curse soul, but
You'll notice as he points out, it's not the cursed soul, it's a cursed sail. And he takes you to the back, and he kind of points down and looks, says, "We fixed it, and it's now the original name of your ship, fixed, changed back, the cursed sail."
all right. Well then, I suppose bring me that horizon.
"Aye, Captain." And Scully starts to, direct all of the underlings to do what they need to do to get things going. You see a big flame poof, and you begin to raise the anchor and take off into the sky as Tor joins you on your journey. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Don't worry, I won't knock anyone off the ship either.
Oh, well, you're not? Good. That's good, because there's extra
Yeah.
high railing now, so you're fine. You're not going to have that
For
problem
you
again.
specifically.
Yeah, for you specifically, they made adjustments. So, but yeah, that's
It's a
that's where we're
giant metal
gonna
fence.
we're gonna
Oh, that
end
was sweet.
the
was nerve-wracking.
adventure tonight.
Anyone else nervous? I'm still nervous. I'm nervous for next week already.
Oh, good, great.
I'm more nervous because I don't know if I should apologize or if I should just pretend it never happened. And be
It's up to you.
"What's wrong? What are you guys talking about?"
It's up to you.
Apologize for what?
Exactly.
Maybe
Okay,
one of the
great.
reasons that Benra decides that he doesn't want to take the helm today is because he didn't get any sleep. He never will again.
Oh, that.
See the little hands appearing underneath the tent.
No. Oh. So fine, we'll
Oh.
just fucking say it. So this is an actual fear of mine that
Oh, no, I feel
Fuckface
bad. I knew
McGee
it.
down
I
here
fucking
decided
knew
that he was going
Fucking
to
knew it.
inject into the D&D game. So thanks for that.
You're welcome.
It's fine though.
Right, though.
I hate
Bandit
fairies.
lives
I
on.
fucking hate They're God's mistake, okay? Have you ever seen her teeth? Look at that shit. Go look it up online. Go look at her skeletal structure. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like a snake and a fox and a fucking Rottweiler and a
Literally,
human,
that sounds
just
great.
all just through all their extra spare teeth. Like, what do I do with all this? God's just sitting around, just dicking around, just well, what do I do with all this? These spare parts. Oh, I know. I don't like snakes anymore either. So let's just go ahead and give it a long, stupid body, and then let's put fur on it. Why not? Let's do that, right? Is it then make a little
Fur's
tiny?
cute.
They're like
Furry
nature's
snake.
nunchucks, so no big deal, whatever. And then they just got five little fangs on it. Oh my god. Have you seen a war dance? Do you know what that is? Fuck me. Okay, anyway, sorry.
You'll like this. I was a fucked up little kid.
Oh, good.
Like when I
Don't
when I
admit
was
anything.
so little, my dad's friend had a bunch of ferrets. And when my dad would drink in the other room, he'd like close the door and put me and my sister in the ferrets, and we would chuck them
Oh,
like a torpedo. We didn't know better. I was so young.
oh
like,
my god.
Under no supervision, what am I gonna do with a torpedo-looking?
You just
No
lawn
better.
darted
The torpedo-
ferrets?
Yeah, all the time. We
I
would
mean,
throw them
so
onto the bed in the
I've got
other
zero
room, like
love
all
for
the way
that.
down the hall. We would just chuck them.
What the fuck?
Still bothers
Oh,
me to
man.
this day.
It bothers you? Oh god. Well, I'm glad, because I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I'd ever like hurt them unless they were like literally like attacking me like they did that one time.
He did not attack.
They attacked me. It was an attack mode. You shut your face. I've got
Attack mode.
I've got memories to prove it. Okay, attacked me on the toilet. No, thank you. Almost bit my dick off.
Ooh,
Oh, well.
your most vulnerable area.
Yeah, man. I was taking a shit. It just like came under this like two inch like thing in the door. They thought it was like being cute. They thought I was just like hiding from it. No, I was taking a poop, and then it comes in. Oh my god. Oh, fucking.
How long ago was
ferrets.
this?
This is like college.
Yesterday.
This is like 20 years ago.
3 days ago.
This is last week, man.
2003 or 2004?
Yeah, that sounds about right. No, 2004 is when I had my kid, so 2003, 2002, something like that, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got scars, man.
Sorry, 2004. You had your kid.
Correct. So I have a 17-year-old right now.
Okay, I was 13.
All right, well, we're done here, guys. I'll see you
Thank
later.
you and good night.
No more game. I'll see you.
And Gulch is dead. Fell off the edge.
Gulch died tonight. I'm just kidding.
Dude, if anything, if you have to worry about death, worry about Mirda pushing you off the edge.
Right. Or throwing you like a
So.
torpedo.
Or throwing you like a torpedo.
I didn't kill. They didn't die. They didn't get hurt.
Not
No
yet.
one got
Probably
hurt.
dead now.
Sure. No,
Just a fucked up thing to do.
It's okay. Well, I'm glad you
Something
realized
Rick
that
and
now.
Morty's like, oh, that's the girl that
I
uses
totally,
his
like,
torpedoes.
I would rip I would rip a ferret in half if it tried to attack me again, but like I know that it's wrong. I know that that I shouldn't do it. But that's what my body wants to do, and I'm big, so I don't know.
It's telling me throw.
So I don't judge you, but at the same time, I'm judging you secretly.
Made a similar
I was
story.
really
but I
like 5.
smile every time I do it.
I don't know why I like this so much. I can't help but destroy it.
So if you guys didn't catch that, Tor is going to be with you next week.
Yeah,
All game.
figured.
The whole
That's
game.
awesome.
So cameo Tor, thanks for being here. Appreciate that.
Hey, nada.
We will introduce new characters as we go.
Actually, we might have to talk about next week off
Nope.
stream.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you have that wedding?
Yeah, that wedding's next week for me.
Son of a bitch! Okay, well, that's fine.
I told
You know what?
about this.
You're unimportant. It's fine.
Actually, that's true.
He's-
I am.
No, I'm kidding.
He's
No,
dead
it's like,
tonight.
it would
Why?
actually,
dead.
it might be okay for you not to be here for next week if that's what
Okay.
you're saying. So that's okay. We could still do it with 4.
It's okay.
We're good.
I got it.
Yeah, you
Hey,
got it.
Henry, what do you think we need to do? I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, what was that? What is that? I'm gonna make an Oliver puppet now that I can bring on stream. Oh guys, what's up?
I'm a pirate.
You better get a freaking hat for that, dude. Oh,
You should
man.
get
fell out
another
to the dryer.
Well, so we're gonna play again next week though, right? Is that what we're saying? You might have to drop out for the Friday. It's okay if you do.
I won't be here. If
Okay.
it's Friday, I won't be here.
Do the rest
Yeah.
of you want to continue on next Friday then?
It's up to everybody else. I don't care.
I'm good.
I'm not
Leash.
busy.
Okay. Because if there's going to be a time where this worked out like that, that'd be fine. Because we can explain away what you're going to do while you're on the ship, so it's fine.
He's captaining the ship. He doesn't
Yeah.
want anything to do with us.
Yeah, he's just like white knuckle driving like the whole
Hey, shut up! I'm
way.
driving.
He's just like I
Ah,
can't
Shut up
drive.
back there.
I can't
And then,
sleep.
like in the back of my head,
He's
in
getting
the back of my
high
head,
on
it's
the
like
Hellstone.
Tokyo drift, and I'm like not drifting anywhere.
He's like
Every 30
nothing.
seconds, he's doing his mirror checks.
I
He's
do
like
it for
spinning the
family.
wheel. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, for family.
For family.
And at the same time, I am Groot.
All right, I will play you next week, and that will be fine. We'll be okay. As long as you're here the week after, that's good.
Possibly.
Cool. All right. Well, I am going to drop the call, and then I'm going to finish up stream, and then I will let you guys go. So I know you guys got places to be,
Bye.
things to do.
Nice meeting you,
Bye,
Tor.
guys.
Nice to meet you all as
Bye.
well.
I'll have you guys next week. All right. See ya. So, chat. Uh-oh. Why do I still have my DnD face on? Hold on, kids. Hold on. Come on, go away. What happened? There we go. Now we're good. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I had a good time running for those guys. Nice to have a new face in the mix here. I'm getting messages about ferrets and stuff now. Great, perfect. So Caltrick, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And also Amy, I know that you were hanging out for a bit, and you said that you were gonna host. That was awesome. Thank you. And those of you who are lurking and hanging out in the wings, and you don't want to talk, it's totally cool. Totally get it. I appreciate you being here. It means a lot. Having eyes on the stream. That's nice. So let's see. Do we want to go try to pop in on somebody else who's doing D&D? Let's find out. Let's see what we got here. So, oh my god, there's a person who is dressed up as a baby. What is happening? What is happening to my life right now? What does that even mean? Oh, somebody's playing Among Us? What? That is not a game I am very good at. I don't like it very much, but it's okay. So, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. We got some Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That's on brand. That's on brand. I'm trying to look and see if there's anybody, the people that I know personally, like online first, and then we'll see what matches up. Oh, a lot of D&D stuff. There's a lot of D&D going on right now. Jesus. You know what? I'm feeling like it might be one of the two people that I'm thinking about. I don't want to say their names in case you're like what? I'm sure you'll like either one. It'll be fine. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Hold on. Did you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any, what was your favorite part about tonight? If you were watching. What? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. That is unacceptable. I'm feeling like going and watching them just to say, hey, we were doing D&D. Their thing on it's a 3-year streamiversary. So this is our friend Willow, who is a Glitchco member. The 3rd year streamiversary, living as yourself as a form of resistance. They are doing a Trans 101 AMA, so you can have any questions about trans questions they may have. I think it's been a while since I've been able to like raid them. So I think if that's what we're gonna do. Well, how long do they make one? 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, they should still be good. Tor's great. I like the whole interaction. Tor is awesome. So what you don't know is that Tor is from, if you haven't picked it up, Tor is from another game in this same world. He has died and come back, and he is what started this entire multiverse situation. So him being in this campaign is really cool. I asked my friends from the other games, like, hey, who wants to do like cameos? Are you guys okay with it? He said yes, he was good with it. So he's going to be all game next game, to answer questions for them, to like help them do things, and then get them to where they need to go. And then I think that'll be a good little transition. It'll be fun. He's super great, especially as a bard. Like he's played a cleric version of himself and a bard version, and the bard version is just like fantastic. I think he's gonna set some stuff up like he did for whatever the game was. Even if he didn't, it's fine. But like he was a fan favorite. He was in my Curse of Strahd campaign. And it was just like he had all these extra little quips that just like he could toss out, and he's really good with audio engineering and stuff like that. So he used to do commercials for radio. So he's got like really cool stuff. And it's a really cool experience. He's really awesome. Let's go ahead and get the raid message going. Did that pop up? There we go. Make sure I've got the right boom. Yes. Okay. Make sure you copy this raid message. We're gonna go hang out with our friend Willow, who is a GlitchCo member, who's who on Discord. It says, "Forget about D&D. Watch me." And I'm like, you sucker! I swear to God, how dare you? How dare! So I can't wait to see the reaction when they're like, "What? They were playing D&D and then they raided me? That's, oh my God!" So be kind, be nice. Represent me, please, in a good way. I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. I love your face. I will be back sometime tomorrow. 10 a.m. is when I'm supposed to start it. Maybe a little bit later. It depends on what's going on. I might be going and getting some sushi at 2. So we may do an evening stream. We'll see what happens. Because my girlfriend is going to a soccer game. So I might actually do a night stream tomorrow. So anyway, keep track of that on Twitter and on the Discord. And I will see you tomorrow sometime. So with that, let's go raid Willow. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks for especially all the new people and all the people who are lurking. You guys are awesome. Amazing. I will see you next time. Bye.